Hello and welcome here to Maltby, Maine for this Sheffield Senior Cup match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Maltby, Maine here, right here at Muglet Lane. It's good. I'm Adam Allcroft, your commentator for tonight at the game here, so we're looking forward to a good one. I think I may be getting a co-commentator approaching me here. So we're getting ready for what will hopefully be a very, very good match here. So it's going to be an interesting one for Stockbridge because they're not typically used to being the team expected to win. Obviously in the higher league, running up high in third place, though Maltby, Maine, though, have got a great record against the Steels in this trophy over the last few years, having beaten them 2-1 on 2 occasions in the last 5 years to ensure they go through. And of course, Maltby Maine last year made it to the final of this competition before eventually losing to Worksop Town. So we are just a couple of minutes away from kickoff here, so we'll read the teams out for you now. So Maltby Maine, its team is Dylan Parkin in goal, then it's Jack Burks, then it's Salmons, Huff, Haydar, Jordan Lonchar, Almond, Ackroyd, Sennett Nielsen, Walton, and then Stafford. The Stocksbridge team is Alex White Ingram making his debut for Stocksbridge with Ben Townsend out cup-tied, Bailey Ty Baker, Jordan Lemon, Mitch Langton, Charlie Oglesby, Elliot Murray, Curtis Turner, who makes his 100th appearance for the Steels today. Ross Goodwin, who's the captain, Thomas Poole, Lewis McCastle, and Dylan Yumby, who makes his first start after several loan appearances for the club, currently on loan from Bradford City. He'll be loving his chance here. Yeah. So we are just waiting for some of the team to come out. We are just it says a minute away from kickoff, but the teams haven't come out yet, so we might have a slightly delayed start today. So, as I say, Maltby have beaten us quite a few times in this competition. While they don't have the traditional success, they haven't won in over a couple of decades now. That they were very excited to get to that final over at the Eco-Power Stadium, not our stadium, Doncaster's stadium, after their sponsorship announcement. Obviously, look, but now there are a lot of the teams, including Maltby and us, this competition's been blown wide open with the shock departure of Worksop Town from it after their loss to Hemsworth Miners Welfare, which will end. Here come the teams now as Stocksbridge Park Steels come out along with the Maltby team as this cup competition gets closer and closer to getting started here. So, bit of a walk from just here at Muglet Lane. It's a bit of a case where we got the clubhouse here in the corner, so they're just lining up now, and obviously just one of these classic Northern County League grounding. Person who's done the most running so far is Sam Ewins, our physio, heading towards the bench here, which are these red benches right in front of us here. So we're here running out into position, and Maltby Maine, we've just been reading comments from their manager Lee Dawson beforehand. He's been wanting more consistency from his side coming into this fixture and hoping, and also just building up their chances of being able to cause an upset here today, saying obviously it's just 90 minutes basically and that they can go on and beat sides like this. It's a free hit was his description. And of course, Maltby having beat Stocksbridge a few times over the years. The last time these two sides faced was in a friendly that was also a 2-1 win for Maltby down here last summer. A very different sort today. It was absolutely boiling hot during that friendly. Just talking to one of our fans who said he was getting sunburned that day, and obviously we have a very chilly January night here for this competition as we just see the shaking of the hands in the middle today. And we expect just having the last few things checks from our referees here today as Goodwin takes hands as both captains. They will be hoping at the end of this competition will results in them lifting a trophy at a professional ground somewhere in South Yorkshire. We don't know yet, but it's a case of whether that does happen, and this game will be critical to that journey, whether it ends in cup heartbreak or success for either side. Two traditional teams come from outskirts towns in South Yorkshire prepared to fight it out for a place in the semi-finals of the Sheffield Senior Cup. Maltby Main prepare to kick us off here. The referee gets his final checks as the linesmen prepare to move into position. And we just wait for the free fan checks. Almost timed that perfectly. So a few okays from the goalkeepers here. And here come Maltby, who kick off. So Maltby Main in the black and red striped shirts, kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from left to right. Stocksbridge just currently get a throw in very deep into their own half here, after Baker's clearance was charged down. It'll be very interesting to see how Dylan Youngby copes with a full 90 today. First time in competitive football with a full, but what will really starting. Be interesting to see how he does as Maltby trying and bounce the ball forward, but Stocksbridge able to clear, and Poole's going to latch on to that. Takes a good touch, looking for Youngby on the overlap. Youngby gathers it, tries to get it out to his feet a bit, but he gets a tackle in. Still Youngby back to Poole, who's going to send it long, looking for the overlap of Goodwin, but it's been blocked off. Youngby slips on the ground, but eventually does come in with a tackle, and it's out for a throw in here to Maltby Main, about 20 yards into their own half, with Salmons here, who's going to throw it down the league. Goodwin heads it backwards, but Murray is able to clear. Youngby going to try and head it, but he's been pushed away from the ball. Goodwin gets onto first long, and McCaskill chases it down, but only being cleared back down to Youngby. Ball's bouncing still a bit. Goodwin here, pass it to Langton. He's going to clip it long for Youngby to chase, but again, is going to be headed away here. I believe we may have an arrival of a co-commentator here, so we're just going to get this set up, so we might have some delays here while we get this done, but Stocksbridge is just on the ball quite confidently at the moment. So I do apologise for this delay while we hopefully nothing will happen while this is getting set up here. So I have been joined here, just so you know, his mic will be ready for him in a second whenever this decides it's going to work. Right, so there you go. So, well, actually, this one actually. Sorry. So I've now just been joined here in the stands here by our normal number one goalkeeper, Ben Townsend. How are you doing, Tim?
Yeah, good, thank you. You?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for joining me here in the stands at Mugger Lane for a Sheffield Senior Cup clash. Obviously, you are familiar with this competition, not with us, but with Handsworth in previous years. What does it mean to the players for this competition?
It's a good opportunity to get some silverware, something what the club deserves, really. Hopefully, we'll get through this game and then take game by game.
Yeah, so we're just a few minutes into this, about 5 minutes into this game, as just Maltby are just pressing forward here, but a good tackle in there from Jordan Lemon. Well, no, actually, Kurt Turner. So, see, this is my challenge. You can tell from a difference. Everyone looks the same. When they all mock me when I get plate names wrong, as Maltby just ran that out to play themselves. Got to throw him back there. Extra tricky when you've not got the team sheet today. I've got the teams out, I've got no numbers of who they correspond to.
No team sheet and a post in front of you, brilliant.
And a bench if it gets onto the left wing. And probably if we say something wrong, a glowering Pete Goldstraw. Just a bit of head tennis there. Stoke trying to get down the left wing, but it's going to be covered there by Jack Burks, former Sheffield Seaman, has actually kept it in there. He's going to pass it on. Poole's going to look for closing down Parkin, but just gets it away in time. Going to go down long with I think it was Aaron St. Nielsen who's trying to pay chase. That's going to be one of the danger men for Maltby Main today, the former Worksop man.
Yeah, I've played against him a couple of times actually. Very, very quick with his feet. Very good on the ball, so you just need to be aware of him as well.
So down, big long throw there from Jordan Lemon down, but it's immediately cleared back by Maltby Main. It's going to be one that's going to be chased down there by, I believe that is Ackroyd, but it is going to be cleared out and going to be a throw in here to Maltby.
Started a little bit shaky from both sides, hasn't it, really?
Yeah, just been a bit cagey, maybe. Do wonder if sometimes, I know Sheffield Senior Cup has, well, depends who you ask how much you should care about it, but obviously it's a great opportunity and perhaps a bit shaky.
Yeah, the pitch hasn't helped. I've just warmed up on the pitch and it's very sticky and the ball's sticking under feet at the moment.
Good ball in from Maltby, but it's cleared out by Oglesby there. It's going to just go back to that right wing and it's bounced out. It's another throw into Maltby as Ian Richards shouts out his very loud orders. You can definitely hear why he's heard across the school. Let's just come with Burks, who's done well in leagues above hit, didn't Maltby, as it just goes back here for Walton to send Stafford, to send long, but going to be headed right back out here for another throw into Maltby as they just continue to have quite a bit of the ball at the moment.
Another throw-in. I don't think the ball's been in play for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, they just sent it long here. Look at the man, but it's going to be blocked out, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Steels. Kate must have come off the Maltby man last as it tried to get the ball in there. That was Walton there trying to get it in. I have no numbers attached. I'm just guessing from how the numbers are. And then there's a random number 15. That seems to happen in Northern counties. Hallam are usually, but the ones who are a bit of things are running in a 17. So it's just with your deputy here, Wyatt Ingram, who has a fantastic record with the Barnsley Shadow Academy last year, one of Ian Richards' favourite hunting grounds. The best record in the league at defending goals, only 17 conceded in a league that include the Liverpool Shadow Academy and Everton's.
Yeah, looked quite confident in the warm-up, good hands. I hope it's a clean sheet for him tonight as well.
Youngby just trying to turn and control feet, but well in then from Maltby, but Maltby's still going, but Goodwin stops him advancing further, throwing to Maltby about 2 yards, and you're right, it's just we seem to get it in for about 10 seconds and then immediately a tackle goes and it goes out, so I think it'll be whoever can just settle on the ball in this game as Goodwin wins it well, tries to slip it through to Poole, but a good last pitch block. Poole trying to close down there. Youngby causing some problems in the defence. It goes back to Stafford here, who gets it back to Parkin, and that's a bit loose as McCaskill is trying to see if he could get in there. Parkin is able to clear, and he gets it to Sennett Nielsen there, who's looking to turn. He said he'd pass it back, and it's going to be clipped long, but out of play.
Throwing again.
Stocksbridge throw. That one stayed in for about 20 seconds, I'd say. We're getting better there. I think there was just a bit of a loose back pass there, which Lewis McCaskill was trying to make the most of.
Yeah, he does work hard, Lewis, up there, and he does put a lot of pressure on.
Paul sticks down rail, he's just trying to get the ball through to McCaskill there. It's just on the left hand side. I think it's turn. It's hard with some of these lights today. And Goodwin's won the ball well in midfield. Langton's going to clip it long, looking for Poole. Can Poole control it? It's bounced awkwardly. Gets the shot off, but saved there at the near post there. I think just the pitch there. I think he might just be a bit bumpy in that box over there, and that's stuck to it. But they've immediately gone on the attack here, and Walton's on the left wing for Maltby at the edge of the box here. He's looking for his way in, takes a shot, blocked. Going to go back to Sennett Nielsen on the left wing, who gets closed down quickly by Murray, but he's looking for his spot in. Hit. Trying to pass it back here, gives it to Walton, who takes a good touch, takes a shot over the bar. Some good play from Maltby Main there.
Yeah, it's gone from a chance in their box, and then they've broke quickly, and they've had two good chances there, but we've defended well and pressed well.
Yeah, the important there was Elliot Murray, how quickly he was closing down Sennett Nielsen here on the left wing, who seems to be swapping wings quite a bit today, just to cause nuisance for both Lemon and Baker. Obviously Lemon in the side, again back at the left back role, Jack Tinker currently on his skiing holiday. I believe there was snow in France after being...
Still warmer than Stocksbridge there, though.
Probably most places are warmer than Stocksbridge. Ball going long, Goodwin's going to try and win the header, but the ones who get it, but Stocksbridge have knocked it long, but that's just going to be played by Dylan Parker. He's actually going to have a bit, he's had to head it out. But that's Paul who's going to finish. I think that was just going to curl just wide, actually. I know, almost there from Thomas Poole, who took his first touch. I think he had to there with how many players were around him, but...
And that's what you get from Lewis, just a nothing ball over the top, down to the keeper, and he's pressed and forced a mistake, and it's fell to Poole, and unfortunately it's just gone wide.
Yeah, Dylan Parkin there just coming out. I think Parkin there just misjudged the length of that ball. Thought he was going to just drop into the box, and then.
And like I said just before, and the ground's killing the ball's bounce at the moment.
Yeah, that's what's kind of what foxed him and forced him to do the header, which I don't think he wanted to do. I know you quite like coming out of your box, but ball's gone long, joined to left wing. Maltby trying to press here through Ackroyd, and it's going to be headed into that corner. Ackroyd's got claimed, and it's going to go now out for a throw in here. So it's going to allow Salmons here to come up and take the throw in. Throw-in goes in, it goes back to Salmons. Salmons looking to get the cross, and it's going to be a low one across, but easily dealt with by Murray. Goes to Youngby, who just takes it out his feet a bit, just trying to look to get it down long, and he's been charged down quite well and blocked off with Poole. To catch it, Poole there, and McCaskill trying to move into centre forward there for the long ball over the top.
Yeah, two good runs from Lou and Tucker. Should have just got it at his feet and clipped on, and we've just seen what's happened with the ball over the top. We just need to look at finding that space in behind. Yeah.
Interesting challenge for Dylan today. We just mentioned it's his first start for Stocksbridge, first competitive start in a senior league, but it's a lovely pass from him there. It's pulling another pass to McCaskill, and it's opened up for him here as he's just trying to run in the box, trying to get a feet. McCaskill takes a shot, and it's over. Shame for Lewis McCaskill there. It's a great run. He gets it out to his feet really well. He just can't keep the ball on target there. but more from that from Stocksbridge, please.
Yeah, the space just opened up, like we say, just 2 good runs previously, and then they've found the space in behind, and unfortunately Lewis has just snatched at that a little bit, and it's just gone over.
Yeah, Lewis McCaskill has been in fantastic form over the last few games.
It's just how hard he works. He just never gives up.
It's one that McCaskill's going to try and chase again, but Stafford is able to clear that one away. It's just bounced in midfield and being fought for there by Langton, and Langton's able to win it, and he's cleared down the line, and McCaskill puts pressure there on Burks, who's just had to kick it out of play. So again, it's McCaskill who's causing the problems in this defence. He's caused problems for so many defences. How he was at step 7 Clay Cross for so long, I don't know. Looking at the way he's just adjusted to life in this league. Tries to get down the line here, but it's been blocked off to Langton, who's trying to run forward with it. Clipping across for the Yumby to chase onto the right wing. He's got Baker there as a choice. Yumby's going to try and get to it, but it's been well covered by the Maltby defender there. It's out for a throw in here. I think it's gone into the other football fields we have here. Just so you know about Muglet Lane, we've got cricket pitch right to the other side here. We've got a few football pitches behind us as well. It's a big complex, this. Throw goes in, cross goes into Yumby, who's trying to keep it under control here. Casts it here to Turner, who takes a shot. It's blocked off. He's looking to get it to the left wing now for McCaskill. McCaskill takes a touch. He's going to try and avoid the tackle. He does avoid the tackle. McCaskill has some space. Just needs a quality ball. Ball's just low, and Maltby are going to deal with that fairly simply. Goes back, and Langton just can't get under feet, but Lemon's picked up on it. Langton beats his man, then gets Turner, but Lemon didn't see the man on there, and this is going to be a counter-attack as Ackroyd chases it here on the left wing, being covered by Elliot Murray. Ackroyd just trying to turn here, and he's going to go down fairly simply under Murray. Murray's not happy with that.
It's a soft one, but it is a free kick there.
Yeah. So it's good work from Ackroyd. Again from the counter-attack. Obviously this is what Maltby Main are trying to utilise today, and they've done it to some decent effect so far.
Yeah, they've got a couple of pacey wingers up there. It's a dangerous area, this. I know these 2 lads, and they're quite good over the ball. Set pieces, these 2.
Yeah, so it's
Sennett Nielsen and Jordan Lonchar, these.
Yeah. 14 minutes gone in this game so far, as we just see Sennett Nielsen's one of the ones over the free kick. Just seeing Jack Tinker is listening over. You just put some comments on. So is Ashton, our film person. So thank you to those listening. Ashton saying come on Stocksbridge. So is Tinker saying towny. So he's obviously cheering you on being here with me. Hopefully we'll only be hearing cheers from us and not from this free kick. Sennett Nielsen looks on target and it's in. Maltby Main take the lead. It's a fantastically well hit free kick,
but it was dangerous just previously there, and it's a good free kick. There's nothing Ingy could do about that. Big reaction from the lads there.
Definitely, this is not what you want to be coming to Maltby being 1-0 down, and Stocksbridge will have to fight back. Obviously there is going to be a lot of question about the goalkeeper today being his first game, and obviously, but I don't think he could do much about that one.
Absolutely nothing about that, to be honest. It's well hit. Like I say, the 2 good set piece takers, and when you take Jordan Lonchar off the free kick to hit it, you've got to provide, and Sennett Nielsen has that.
Yeah, Sennett Nielsen on loan from Worksop Town. I think still technically on loan, but
I think he just signed actually.
No, he just signed, but yeah, obviously a fantastic player, not just at step 5 but at step 4 level. Now Stocksbridge will have to fight back just as they did on Saturday against Brighouse. Very similar. Wasn't only 5 minutes after we conceded there, and obviously we didn't take too long to get back involved in that game.
Again, we've had the chances, but unfortunately not gone in.
Yeah, it's just a frustrating one, and it's just a goal kick for Maltby now. But I think this is not going to be the last goal in this game for sure, because I think obviously we've seen McCaskill get some success down that left-hand side so far, and this Stocksbridge side just don't know when they're beaten at the moment.
No, it's a great vibe in the dressing room at the moment. The attitude from the boys is brilliant. Hopefully that comes through today, and we get back into the game.
Gets it down long, won by Baker, but going to be headed away there by Salmons. Goodwin gets first back, and now Yumby's going to try and win it. Bounces off Yumby, that clearance, but Salmons gets to it and he's going to try and carry it away. Passes it back here to Parkin, who's able to clear it. Murray wins the header really well, but Turner just pushed off it there. Back to Langton, who's going to try and get on the left wing. I think that's going to be a bit too much for McCaskill to try and get. It goes out. Going to be a throw in here on that side.
We've just got to relax a little bit and open them up like we already have. Like we can hear Ian shouting there. There's plenty of time. Just don't panic and take your chances when they come.
Yeah, it's obviously we've watched on Saturday a lot of the FA Cup games. There's plenty of upsets happen, and they happen across thing. And I think the divisions are much more narrow. Langton's just won the ball really well there in midfield. He's just having to find some space, and he's trying to switch the play. It's just a poor choice of pass though in the end, as Walton's winning, and he's going to try and get it forward. And this is what they do very well. Maltby's move this ball really quickly forward. Senate Nielsen's been forced backwards here, and he's going to get it down the right-hand side, trying to get past Lemon here, but being forced to pass it back inwards again. And he's back into defence here, and Poole just missed out on that tackle there as Maltby continue to press forward. Going to flip it onto that right-hand side. It's Senate Nielsen again. Lemon needs to close it down, and he's just finding the space, and he's going to clip it right-footed in, but well cleared out there by Oglesby there.
Lewis holds it up really well there and uses it really well.
Yeah, gets it to Yumby here on the right hand side. He's got the overlap of Goodwin to look at. Said he turns inside Yumby, and he's took the man on Salmons onto the floor, and then he's took the number 7 onto the floor as well. Just can't do the third man there, and his pass is a bit poor. It's a shame it's finished there.
Yeah, just a little bit too much. Released the ball out wide, but he just couldn't get it out of his feet. Yeah, like I said,
Senate Nielsen just on the attack here. He's looking to turn and get the shot. He gets on the right side, but well in from Oglesby clears it. Yeah,
it's just sticking. Like I said in the first 5 minutes, the ball's sticking under feet, and that's all what happened there with Dylan. But there was Lewis on out left, and he could have gone out to him. I think. Yeah, I'm disappointed with that one.
Just Dylan's obviously trying to he's trying to impress Dylan, I think, today, definitely, because obviously he knows if he puts a good performance in here, gets on the score sheet, he's giving Ian a proper headache for Saturday.
We know what Dylan's about. He doesn't need to impress anyone. We know what he's all about. He's a good flair player, and he's absolutely brilliant. But like I say, hopefully with his work rate and his work ethic, and he can get it on the score sheet tonight.
So Ingram here to take the goal kick here. Always a good test for a goalkeeper. What's the distribution going to be like? Looks like quite good actually here, but Poole's going to go for the header and just goes back to Maltby. Going to get it right back into that forward area again. Allcroft just pushed off his defender well. Gets it to Senate Nielsen here on the right. Senate Nielsen's going to take the shot, but that one is into the streets behind us. Actually, interestingly, if you have a look at the map, all the street names around this area are named after Labour leaders from the past. So you've got Gateskill Close, some over here from Hugh Attlee Close, Lansbury Avenue over here, and there's actually Hardy Close, which is named after the man who invented the NHS. Harking back to a lot of Maltby's roots. Notice this, I used to work around. All the street names seem to be they put a theme around all the street names. There's one after like flowers and colours and. Anyway, Maltby Main are just on the attack here, much more interesting things than the streets names of Rotherham. And it's Senate Nielsen again, who's just getting on the ball really well, and this is what Stockbridge need to get him out of the game very quickly, I think. And he's going to put a ball in. He's looking for the far post. No one's there, and Wyatt Ingram's took it really well.
Yeah, good take there by Ingy.
Yeah.
Someone behind you, Ingy.
That must be the nice thing when you're a goalkeeper and you're making your debut and you're young like he is, just taking the ball in your hands for a bit.
Yeah, taking it into his hands, nice and comfortable there.
He's got a vicious kick on him, and that one's just bounced to Poole. I mean, Maltby players managed to rob it off him after falling over a bit, but it's quite...
Again, they're trying to catch us on the break, and a quick break. They like to defend, and then there it is on the break.
Got it down to Walton here, but just caught bits in behind the bench, but Baker's got it now. He's going to send it long to Poole, but he's going to lose out on the header. He needs to be aware of the second one, but he isn't, and bounce through. Turner gets that front, pick the feet clash there, and Goodwin stops that advancing any further forward. Back with Maltby now with Salmons. I'm just going to try and get the numbers up of the players that Maltby have posted, so I actually do know who's actually playing today. So I know who's playing for Maltby, just don't know who number they're assigned to. We're just kind of guessing at some points. We know that Senate Nielsen is 10, and he's kind of been easy to notice. And Allcroft at 9, who has done quite well in that centre forward role so far. So with Salmons now at 3. So it's just down the line. It's going to be cleared.
Defending by Bailey there again. Stood up well.
Yeah, it seems Stocksbridge's main strength this season has been the defence. It's the third best defence in their division. Obviously been a bit disappointed away from home recently, 2 goals conceded, but not much you can do with strikes like Corey Gregory's on Saturday.
No, it was a good strike on a tough pitch.
And it's the number 7 in Maltby escaping. A push on Murray trying to get him, but eventually he is stopped there by Curtis Turner, but Maltby get it right back here. And they are going to try and get it down the left-hand side, and it's Yumby back in defence helping out, stopping him going any further, before eventually Maltby trying to trick to get the ball over the top. It took an awkward bounce there back into the box there. Obviously that pitch it looks quite okayish, but the pitch, so it is cutting up in front of where our bench is at the moment.
From the side, but once you're on it, it's not the best at the moment.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a great job by Maltby Main here to get the game on after the weather we saw yesterday. We saw quite a few games in the local area off. Could have been a chance if this would have been off if it was Tuesday.
I think a lot of people were surprised about that, to be honest.
Yeah, it just bounces past McCaskill, and then Stafford's able to clear it out. Goes to Sennett Nielsen, who just takes the knee, bounces it away from space to give him space. Gets the ball past Lemon with that pass there to the number 8, and they're just going to be looking to get the cross in here. Lemon's gone back to defend. It's back to Sennett Nielsen now. He's going to take the touch, going to try and get down the byline. He's looking to get the cross in, but he's been closed down by 2 players, and eventually it's knocked out for a Maltby throw-in.
Just need to get back in the game. I don't think we've had a streak of possession for the last 5 minutes.
No, it's it. We are now 23 minutes into the game, and he's currently throwing to Maltby in an attacking area. And the throwing goes right into the box to Maltby. I think he was looking for the shot. I think Langton blocked him off there, and it's Sennett Nielsen again. Evades one tackle as he gets down to the right side. Ball goes across there, but well defended there by Turner, who's going to try and set the attack off. Bull looking to turn. He's got McCaskill as an opportunity. Goes to McCaskill, but it's blocked off. Just last chance. Thinking maybe he should have gone for it the first time round when he was looking, but Maltby able to carry it away now. They're going to get it down that line, looking for Sennett Nielsen again, but well blocked off and going to go down again. But just get it right back to Maltby at the moment. It's just
it's just not staying with us at the moment. Keep giving it away quite cheaply.
Yeah, and here comes a big long looping ball into the box, and that was a test for White Ingram with Ackroyd bearing on.
By Ingy. Ackroyd pressing him quite well and took it well, nice and high, nice and early.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the balls they've done because they know he's a newish goalkeeper to this league. As now McCaskill may get that set through, and Stafford just bounced out, and then McCaskill overkick, but Stafford's coming with a really good challenge. He's just a bit McCaskill, just not close enough, and actually it's just bounced to him after charging down, and he's trying to evade the tackles. McCaskill does, he's trying to slip through Yumby, but it's Maltby just defending quite well at the moment, making just these last-ditch tackles and blocks that are just disrupting the rhythm of Stocksbridge's attacking play, because otherwise I think Yumby might have been in there. And if he hits a shot, you're not saving it, are you?
No, he's got a good strike, he has still.
I've not seen a lad at this level who can get such a powerful shot with such a little run-up or anything, that goal against North Shields. It was very impressive, and that some clearances from Stocksbridge there have been bouncing and giving it right to Maltby in the box, but it's Elliot Murray that's come and rescued Stocksbridge at the last there, cleared it out, but only back to Almond, the captain, and Maltby on the ball now with the former Wednesday man, Jordan Lonchar, who's trying to get it down that right and doing it well, but well rescued there from Stocksbridge, who's able to clear that out. But it's just going to give it right back to Almond here, and it's allowing it.
Curtis just worked his absolute socks off to get that back, and then passed it to another Stocksbridge player.
Yeah, just heels for the Maltby fans for a free kick there. It was definitely not one. I've seen Maltby players send people into next week and they're not going for it, so I'm surprised they're calling for it. And this might be McCaskill free here. Just looking at the flag, and the flag is going up there. I think they may just been half a yard off there.
It's had a long time to think about that before he put his flag up, and I don't know whether he's gone with the shouts there. It was certainly a tight one.
Yeah, I would say the linesman's right on this occasion, and the fans are right to call. I'd call for it if it was the other way around.
Definitely, yeah. I think it was just the lateness of the flag which has had him questioned.
Yeah, he's obviously had to go, was it?
Yeah.
Ball goes long here. Oaksby wins the header really well, but it just goes back to Almond, who's going to head it back here, and going to be knocked on by Langton and pull head on, but no one's there to get to the head on, and it's going to go back here to Hoff, who sends it long, looking for that right wing, and it's back with Sennett Nielsen, who's going to cut inside. He's going to try and take a lofted ball, looking for that firing wall to head on. Great save, Wyatt Ingram, and he's kept it and all. And if you had any questions about this young goalkeeper already, I think he's just shown what he's about, because that's a fantastic save.
Fantastic save, reacted well to that. And kept it close to get to the second.
I know some Stocksbridge fans were judging him for having the long sleeves on over his shirt, but you get a snood on. I think Mitch Langton gets a bit of abuse of the snood he wears in training, but just Ackroyd there, who's trying to wrestle it's both players wrestling, but referee allowed it's gone on. Goodwin's on, he's going to try and slip it to Poole. Lovely pass. He's got Baker as an option, but Poole's going to try and keep it inside. I think now he's looking for Baker. It's a good ball to Baker, who's kept on side. He's looking to try and get the cross in. He's actually going to go short to Yumby. Yumby, a scanner escape space. He's trying to go himself, Yumby, I think. He said he's now going to pass him McCaskill. It's just a poor pass. I think Yumby there just keeping hold of the ball a bit too long at the moment, isn't he? And not
Yeah, we're all over, to be honest, not just Dylan. We're a little bit wasteful at the moment, but hopefully it'll come. And it's a little bit scrappy both ways, to be honest.
Yeah, 27 minutes gone in this. It's 1-0 to Maltby Main. A great free kick goal from Aaron Sennett Nielsen, giving them the lead so far. As the ball goes long here, McCaskill trying to win it, but it's going to be headed out for a throw in Stocksbridge, and this is hopefully an opportunity for Stocksbridge to have some possession over at the Maltby end. And I think this defence can be cracked. It's a quick throw that almost works. Stafford there being alert, having a great game so far. Stafford that central defence. And then before Maltby do clear it away, it's coming with Ackroyd. Maybe I thought it bounced off his hand there from Ackroyd, but and that's offside there from Walton there as the ball slipped through to him. If hands going up straight away as
no complaints about that one.
No, and you know Ian Richards was right about it because he's moved exactly on line like the linesman. I was right in front of us here. Best watch our words, what we say now. So it's back with Alec. It's going to be Mitch Langton to take these free kick here. Maltby actually occupying quite a high line, I've noticed, from this free kick. Because Baker, and actually Stockbridge spreading there a lot out the right. Baker's gone up and basically on line with their defence at the moment. Is this a secret set piece plan that's being worked on? Or can you not tell?
No, there's no secret to it.
Mitch Langton's going to go into the left wing, and McCaskill trying to win the head. It's bounced behind and going to be fought for here. And high foot, so it's clipped, and the referee's got a decision to make. He's not going to make it though. Going to go out to Turner here, who's looking for some space, being closed down quickly from a well-organised Maltby defence, and they get the tackle in, and it's just a bit more wasteful again as Maltby's defence is just solid as anything at the moment. Langton's won it well and keeps it up, and it goes to Baker, gets through to Yumby, who takes the touch back. He's going to be closed down, but he's looking to turn Yumby. He's getting to turn. He's going to try and head down this right wing thing. He's going to be followed by two players though, so he's going to find it tricky to get out of there. Pass it back here to Poole. Poole's looking for his opportunity. Tries to slip it through to Goodwin, but it's been blocked off. But it's going to be another chance for Yumby he just needed to hit that first time. I think he's going to hit it second time across, but well played there by Parkin. But that's better from Stocksbridge.
Yeah, I thought there were a question for a penalty there on Lewis, but not given.
Yeah, I think there might have been a high foot, but it could have been a free kick as well, just from where we were standing.
Yeah, but good feet by Dylan, a good cross, but good hands as well by Parkin in the Maltby goal.
Winner won by Oglesby in defence. It goes turning past it back to Lemon, who's trying to clip it long, but I think that's just going to go out of play. So Maltby Main will get the ball back here as we're very close to the half an hour mark in this game, and it's still 1-0 Maltby. Just have a check. The mascot Sammy the Fox is listening from Las Vegas today, by the way.
Ah, very nice. Better than Muglet.
So we've got Tinker in the Alps. We've got the mascot in Las Vegas.
And us stood here
on a January evening in Maltby, losing 1-0. Ball clipped in by Maltby there, but it's going to be easily claimed by Wyatt Ingram. Where else would you rather be, though? On a Wednesday night.
Well,
there's no decent telly on tonight, so headed away. It's going to get bait, but it's only going to go back to Baker here, who's going to take the touch here. Going to send it long through to Yumby. Yumby's touch just a bit slow, but it goes back to Goodwin. He's going to come on looking for Poole chase. Poole might have the beating of his man here. He does. He's on the right hand side and just needs to clip the ball on. He's going to try and get back to Lewis. It's just going back here. Turner takes a shot right at the goalkeeper, and on his 100th appearance, looking for the goal. He just can't get the direction away from that near post. But this is an improving Stocksbridge side so far.
Yeah, good work from Lewis there. Cut back into to Curtis, and a good strike, but well held by Parkin.
Yeah, Parkin over there. A decent game so far. I don't think we've done anything really to test him. There's nothing that you wouldn't expect apart from that mad header out.
Yeah. Not really testing him too much, but two good handling moments there from him.
Yeah, Almond here's just got to throw it about halfway through the Stocksbridge half after that kick out. Ball going down, head back. Ackroyd just being forced to set it back, and Stock's trying to win the ball and carry on with it there. Curtis Turner, who I think he's going to try and win this game on his own at some point. At this point, I don't think we can.
Something special at the moment because it seems a little bit flat, but the last 10 minutes they have been a lot better.
So hey, it's just with currently with Lonchar, but Stockbridge have got it and cleared it away. Going to be put right back in by Allman. Going to be trying to win by Allman, but big header by Elliot Murray. And now it's going to be someone again by Turner, and here comes a potential counter. Poole just slips a bit, that might stop it, but he tries to get to Yumby anyway. Yumby just needs to get it out of his feet, but it's a lunging challenge there from Stafford. And that could be a booking, it may be even worse. If
Yellow card.
It's going to be a yellow. I think that's the fair decision. A yellow card.
The centre half was just covering round.
Yeah, definitely
quite
not
a distance out. But you know, the other way round, I'm sure they'd be shouting for the other colour as some of us are.
I can hear Ian disagrees. But yeah, there was a player covering, and also I think the only other thing you'd go is it 2-footed, but I think it was the one. It was a fair go for the ball, I'd say, at the very least. I think he can even get some of it, but
it's unlucky there because Dillon's away and
and McCaskill's on the run as well to let him in. But Pool's got a chance. He's from 30 yards out. It's a bit further out from his goal against Golcar, another team that's doing well in Maltby's league this season. So does Pool chip this in, or does he go for it? Do you reckon?
He goes from it. He goes for
Especially
it.
after Curtis scored from one last Saturday. He's not going to want Curtis beating him.
I'm surprised he's over the free kick and Curtis not took him off him.
Paul taking it. He's going to just hit bang off the wall here. Goes back to Langton though, takes a touch. He's going to take, a sort of shot pass. It's going to... Here it goes in. Oh, it's just wide. I thought that was certain. Charlie Oglesby, you don't think of him much with his feet, and he's hit it really well with great venom, but it's just wide of the far post. It's the closest Stocksbridge have been to a goal this half. I thought that one was going in for the bottom corner.
Yeah, I thought it was sneaking in, but I think he's hit it too well actually.
It's a brilliant hit from Oglesby. Don't expect it from a centre back, that sort of hit.
We know he can strike him, but it's just as and when he gets it out of his feet.
He's been very unlucky. I think he's only got 2 goals for Stocksbridge this season, but he feels like he could have had so much more because he's hit the post and the bar so many times. And McCaskill's just going to get away from his man. It's a good tackle in, but McCaskill's got slide tackle taken through, and he slipped in Thomas Poole. Can Poole get the next touch on it? He can, but it's been saved. It's bounced behind the keeper. Poole's looking to keep it in. He backheels it back to McCaskill. McCaskill tries to get it through, but then Parkin gets the save. It's too tame, and it just feels like the momentum's with Stocksbridge at the moment.
Momentum's with us. We're going down the hill, and we need to take full advantage of that, but it just won't fall to us in the box. It won't fall to us properly to get a good shot away.
That's a ball from Parkin there, but it's actually going to be kept in by Lonchar, who's looking to get past Youngbean. He does get a long ball over the top, looking for Ackroyd. The offside flag is up.
I think that's called a good bad one from Parkin there.
Just letting you know on radio, I am donating to the charity box.
Yeah, that'll do.
So, won by Mitchell. Mitchell's got the ball. Pass it out to Curtis Turner.
Fantastic work from there. As McCaskill's trying to get nothing, but he's been tackled by the fullback. He's trying to start it, McCaskill, and he beats his man. He's got loads of space left.
Really well
he's cut
there.
inside the box. He's just trying to. I think he's lining up for the shot there. He's passed it though to Poole. Poole takes a shot. Blocked by the hand. I'd say it was, but the referee is not agreeing.
Hey, we got away with one of them Saturday, so I'm not going to complain about that.
We did get away with one on Saturday. We saw the highlights of that. Ross Goodwin, arm stretch, defending against Brighouse.
I think he's just took one too many touches there, Lou, but he's done really well to get into that position. So
it's interesting you just mentioned the hill there before. I just got donated to charity. Stopped trying to break into blocks up Maltby. I've just carried away. Oh look, Hallam FC did defeat. That was a handball from Zach Ackroyd as it controlled, but it's not giving it. We're starting to get into basketball territory here.
There's been 3 or 4 handballs he's missed, but you know, at least it's consistent. You know?
Will there be a hand of God later from one of the players? So, we mentioned about the hill. So, actually, we'll stop there. McCaskill break through. Can he just slip through Goodwin? No, it's just a bit too far from, but it's bounced, and before Maltby can able to clear it away. We mentioned about the hill because Hallam FC, that people believe they do better when they're going down the hill. So they did a programme feature on it. This was back when they faced North Ferriby, I think, at home. They actually score more going up the hill.
Yeah,
it's just Maltby's pressing. Ackroyd lays it off here for Walton.
Don't let him come inside there.
Yeah, you're going to go on the outside. Saved by the knees of Ingram. It's going to go back though to Walton, but it's been cleared away. Youngby's going to look to turn. He's getting pressed on by Salmons. Youngby's looking to turn. He's going to be knocked down the line and go back to Maltby, who chest it down. It's just with Huff there, who's going to now pass it back, and McCaskill's just going to close down before Parkin able to clear away. Just going to go bounce back. Ingram's going to go. Ingram doing well there with his knees there.
Yeah, another good save from Ingram. He's had a good start to the first half, and should give him that confidence to
take it along, but that's not nowhere near Poole, but it's going to just go back to Lemon, who heads it back. We're going to get, before it goes back to now, Almond, who knocks it long. Lemon just missed his header there. He's going to have a fight with Nielsen, but Lemon wins it, and Lemon's going to send it on. Youngby might be able to get onto this, and he does. It's actually bounced perfectly for him off the pitch. Youngby's facing up. He's looking for see what he can do. I'm still waiting to see what he's going to do. He's going to cut inside. He's looking for the shot. Going to take the shot, and it's well saved by Parkin.
That's probably our best opportunity other than the Tucker one, but It's a good save. He's done well, drove in and cut inside, and you can see by Dylan's reaction there, he's very disappointed.
I know, that's another one I thought going into that bottom corner, you can see it really well strongly. That's the thing with Youngby, his shots are so powerful and strong, but it is Stocksbridge's first corner of the game, and we have seen how strong we've been from corners this season, not so much recently, but especially towards the start.
And
there's Oglesby, who's
free.
I think he's been picked up there, but been punched away by Parkin.
Trying
to McCaskill tried to head it back in, but he didn't get much of a contact onto it. Maltby are now trying to build and try and get their counter going. I think they were trying to look for Allcroft there, but he was in an offside position and he knew it as well.
Another good chance there. It's as you've just heard Ian shout. It is coming, but it's all right. Come in. We need it. We need it.
It needs to actually come in the end. Goes long here, but not just the way Goodwin tried to win that, but it's come back to the Maltby midfield, back to Salmons here, who's going to clip it long, but it's just going to go back to White Ingram, who has been quite vocal of his defence there, I've noticed, which is a good thing to see from a young keeper.
Yeah, I think as the game's gone on, he's got louder and his confidence is built.
Just goes back from Maltby throwing there. No one could win the header of that pass that Ingram sent. It's something you notice. We've had a lot of young goalkeepers over the years here. Obviously, we had Mikey Roxburgh last year, and also Jefferson Davison Hale, all fairly quiet lads who got louder during their time here. As we just seen, McCaskill may have an opportunity here. Just needs to be able to turn this well. He's been pressed and he's turned away from his. It's actually Turner actually. Now it's McCaskill, and now he's going to Lemons on the overlap. Lemon looking, and he's just been cut out before I can get to him. Cleared out. But yeah, it's obviously you're a very vocal goalkeeper. Sometimes with the fans as well as the players.
Yeah, I've always been the same. Just the typical keeper, but yeah, some of the young lads who may come on loan, or it's the first time in non-league from either being released at a professional club, just don't understand it. But I've been around non-league for a while, so the chat's important.
Oh, that's a lovely pass from Turner, lovely parallel pass. He gets it past a sliding challenge. Youngby's just pressed off his man really well, but that's not a free kick.
It's a foul the first time, which is missed, which is on us, and then he's gave a
Youngby's
foul
turned his defender really. I don't think he even touched the defender. Yeah, Youngby as he's turned him. He's just used his skill, and Dylan doesn't look too happy with it. But I've always known you're very confident in your ability. I think we put a tweet out last year claiming that Ed Hall was the best goalkeeper in South Yorkshire, and I think that someone tagged you in it, and you weren't best pleased with us for that one.
Yeah, you've got to be confident. If you're not confident, there's no point in playing.
Just back now. Dylan Parkin's come way out of his goal here to take this free kick. I don't know what his speed like is at getting back in, but Harrison Biggins scored one from out of there this way for Stocksbridge. And he's doing all right for Donny now.
Yeah, not bad at all.
He said Parkin's going to send it long, but he'll be headed away by Goodwin. Can Turner? He turned his man really well. It's actually similar to the Youngby thing, that no foul's been given there. Going to send it long for McCaskill to try and chase, and he's got it to his feet. He's just got.
Knock it and run.
He's just having to run at Burks now. He's trying to cut inside. He's got the beating of Burks. Calls for passing the ball, and that will allow Burks to get in because he just didn't think just too late.
Again, just too many touches from Lewis. He's done well to get in a position, then took one too many when a pass is on.
As they just try to spread it down the left-hand side.
The pitch will keep this in play.
Well, they've kept it in well there through Walton, and they've just got it past Baker with a pass there to Lonchar. Lonchar's trying to get across it field. I think it's just gone in the air quite a bit, and it's been bounced awkwardly, and Lemon's now got it in defence. So Lemon's going to clear this one out. It's just going to bounce to McCaskill, it's bounced off him. He's just going to bash him up, but do keep it in and send it down the line, but it's going to go out now for a Stocksbridge throw-in. So we are about 41 minutes into this game, still 1-0 to Maltby. It's now, obviously the challenge is Maltby will probably get a bit more defensive in the second half as they do it, so that could be a tougher nut to crack, but Paul's header there is just more of a defensive header in the end, and it's going out for a Maltby throw.
We've had Jordan throws it, he absolutely launches it, and he's thrown it in very flat to Tux, and it's not allowed him to flick it on. Yeah.
Just an interesting thing, Jordan was always the first to comment on a throw-in when he was in your, well, we're not even sitting today, we're standing, but when he was in the commentary positions, always first got, he didn't throw it to his chest. So it might be one to remind him of when we get in, because that went to Pool's chest. Now, they haven't taken opportunity to that position, by the way. It's gone to a Stocksbridge throw for Baker now, and going to bounce in. Youngby's going to try and get a touch onto it, but Maltby got the first one away, and it's back here for Salmons, who gets it through here to, it was Haydock there, and Now it's with Lonchar, who's having a little mazy run as he tries to find his way past Turner. Does eventually. I think Turner actually kind of gave up on it for a second. Lonchar's put the pass through. It's a good looking pass, and it's going to be in the middle there before Baker's just coming to rescue that. Now McCaskill's got a feet, and McCaskill's got space, and instead he's going to just take the touch off. He's going to run. He's going to look for Poole there, and Poole just can't get a touch onto it. It's back into defence now, back with Parkin. I think McCaskill there could have had a runner. He's full back then.
Yeah, I'd have preferred him to run with that one there. I know he's saying pass it when it's on, but that probably wasn't on. Tucker had two players around him there, and if he was going to pass it, put it in the space.
Maltby's pressing forward here. They might have the opportunity. He just slipped, I think, just as he was going to get his shot off the Maltby man there. And you may have heard some foul language off him, I think, because he knew he slipped just as the shot was on.
Yeah.
It's back for Salmons now, who's going to send the throw down here. He's going to their midfield. Langton's pressing to try and win the ball back for Stocksbridge, and Youngby going to push him out. Ball's out, and it's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. And he's out just in front of our bench, where we can't actually see because their benches are just a sheet red metal here.
You can hear the frustration keeping in from the sidelines and on the pitch at the moment.
Yeah. But Stockbridge will want to just nick one before the half, just to make sure they have a bit more. Maltby have a bit of a pain of a team talk to do, but Youngby's just trying to keep it in. He just kept it in. They're appealing for it going out. I don't think it was, but that's me being biased. Poole's fighting for it, but I think Poole's just given away the free kick there as he was.
Yeah, I think it was Lewis actually there.
Lewis actually. Yeah.
He's chasing another loose end, but he's given a foul away, which is really unlucky and really quite soft.
Yeah. Back for Parkin to take this free kick that's to the left of his own goal, really, outside the box. So, Matt for Dylan Parkin, the goalkeeper to take. He sends it long here. Going to be kept in well there by Ackroyd. Murray wins it first header. He's going to go for the second header too, does. And Turner heads it on. Poole looking for a big sliding challenge there from Hayward. It only goes back to Turner. Turner's just going to look for the run of McCaskill. McCaskill's got the beat on the left of him. He just needs to cut in, but Burks gets a foot in that stops that run. McCaskill still has it though. Just got Turner on the overlap here, and he's going to look for him. And Turner, it's just a bit high for Turner, but he's kept it in, Turner, and he's at Foyer in the corner, but then it's just bounced in. Still in for Turner. Turner's going to try and clip the ball. He's been blocked off. Appeals for a handball, not taken. Poole's going to try and clip that in, and it's just not going to go right back to the goalkeeper here. I think Goodwin there was one who tried to run into it.
Throw out, and the catching is on the break. Hopefully
and Salmons, who's absolutely legging it. I think the main back four are backs, which hopefully should keep solid. And there's
Salmons just passes it out for a goal kick. That
back for White Ingram to take. So we are at what we believe is the 45-minute mark here. So we should be reaching half time. So what does Stockbridge need to improve in the second half?
They need to just settle down a little bit and make the right decision in the final third. We've had the chances, so again, just take your chances. I've got no doubt that we'll score a goal at some point. But
unchallenged header from Stafford there, but Lemon heads it back. Turner bounces off him a bit, but Langton smacks off the back. I think he hit the referee at some point there, didn't he?
He did. He's got to stop it straight away, though.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to play advantage for that.
No, well.
And why?
If it's an advantage and he goes through, we're happy, aren't we?
I know, but well, it's going to be a bounce ball as well for Langton to take, but we're acting as if it's a free kick. Going to be clipped, looking for McCaskill on the left wing, and he's controlled it really well. McCaskill just perhaps going to hit. He's going to cut inside. McCaskill's cutting really well. Takes a shot. It's been blocked. Still in the box, and
blocked it again.
It's going to be cleared out here, and it's going to be a free kick. I think McCaskill's found Haydock there as he was coming out, so it's just an absolute fight. They just seem to, they are fighting for every ball, Maltby, aren't they?
Yeah, they've chucked the bodies on the line.
I mean, they have been such a bogey team for Stocksbridge over the years in this tournament, twice beaten us in the last 5 years. Both times they were Bracken Moor as well. So obviously, the side that's been typically able to beat this, but this is the first time Ian Richards has faced Maltby with us. So
yeah, it's a lot different outfit to what's previously faced them, and hopefully the character comes through in the second half.
Yeah. Here comes a long ball from Parkin, looking for that right-hand side. We kept him by sending Hills from the back heel, and then he goes out. There's the commentator's curse in absolute action for you there. Lemon going to send the throw-in down, but headed back to Langton, who's going to clip it forward. No one's there to fight for that long ball forward. Going to be kept in though, and it's going to, well, going to clip forward again. And I could be Maltby trying to break through here, but well-timed, like, standing challenge then from Oglesby. Back with Maltby, though. We're going to look for Walton. Well headed away there by Baker, but it's going to go right back to Walton there. But the offside flag is up. I think maybe just half a yard there. Just a one step up, I think, from Baker, and the defence has caught him out there.
Yeah, good defensive line there.
And now it's back for Wyatt Ingram to take. So he can't. Obviously, Wyatt Ingram's had a decent first half. He'll be disappointed that a gig going, but I don't think he could have done all about that free kick. And he may have a big late opportunity here. St Nielsen is just trying to get through, but well-timed challenge by Murray, who's read that really well. It's going to go out for a Maltby, and Maltby are the ones who are going to press in these last moments of this first half.
Slowing it down to say they're 1-0 up. You'd have thought they'd have took the time. It's nearly half time.
And Stocksbridge have won it, and Stocksbridge are going to carry it away through Mitch Langton, who's held the ball for a while. Going to send it long for McCaskill to try and chase. He's tucked it down really well, McCaskill. He's got options. He's going to try and go himself. He's putting sideways. I think it's an opportunity for a shot. He's giving it to Youngby. Youngby's taking a shot, but that one is high, wide, and into the car park.
Yeah, that's the worst one I've seen Dylan hit, to be honest.
Yeah, normally Dylan Youngby's shots.
A strike on target and low. But
low.
Unlucky. It's bobbled up and
we actually just got 1 minute at a time from there, so obviously my clock was a bit wrong on this, so we just got 1 minute left in this half. So it's going to be a tricky second half to navigate. Just to, obviously, if you remember our game against Farness, we do go straight to penalty kicks if it ends level after 90. Stocksbridge already have gone through 1-ton penalties in this competition, so different goalkeeper now.
Goalkeeper's dream penalties, I love them.
Well, we had this great streak of 6 penalty kicks saved in a row by this team, by Stocksbridge. As Youngby tries to battle and chase this one, he gets the header on him. Can he get the beating at pace? He does get the beating. I think he just gets stumbled a bit, as there's a bit of a little nibble, and he gets tripped there. And well, this may be the last act of the half, and this is what we call pool territory.
Or is it Kurt Turner territory? Who knows? Well, Kurt's not even sniffing around yet.
No,
I don't think Curtis knows.
This is one where you think Thomas Poole. I think Parky's actually covering where Poole would go for. That's the only issue I see.
Yeah.
Because that is where, with his right foot, where you'd think Poole would aim.
To be honest, I think it might be a better position to cross one in here for Ross or Chaz to get the head on it.
Could well be. It could send like a low dangle ball in between the thing there, in between like the last Maltby defender and the wall. Yeah. But we'll see what Poole. I think he's going to shoot. He's not going to put the ball in. Headed away, but to the left to McCaskill. Puts ball in, and it's well done by Markin. And that is the last act. It's half time. It's 1-0 to Maltby Main. The goal coming from a free kick. Aaron St Nielsen hitting a very good strike to put them ahead. Stocksbridge have had their chances. They could be level, but have just been a bit unlucky at times in the final. No, quarter.
Yeah. Decision making in the final third, and we've had the chances. Some good handling from Dylan Parkin in the goal, and then some good defending, putting the bodies on the line in front of the shots. So
that was Ben Townsend. I'm Adam Allcroft. We will see you again in 15 minutes for the second half.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Right.
Hello and welcome back here to Muglet Lane. The players are out here ready to kick off again here. Stocksbridge losing 1-0 to Maltby thanks to that free kick from Aaron Sennett Nielsen. I believe Ben Townsend will be joining me shortly once he's made his way round. It's a long way from the tunnel here to the stand here, so he'll say hello when he's here, but we're just waiting here. Stocksbridge prepared to kick off here. I'm at 1-0 down, looking to fight back, and here comes Ben, legging it over to make sure he doesn't miss any of the half. Here's your microphone. So, how was the mood in that dressing room as Stocksbridge kick off here?
I didn't dare go in.
You didn't dare go in. So, Stocksbridge Park Steels have kicked off in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Maltby Main are in the black and red striped shirts, black shorts, and black socks, kicking from left to right. Just a throw-in currently close to the Maltby corner flag. Not even Dave's late back for the second half. Angry, I am God. The professionality of our committee. As Turner here could get a pass off to McCaskill, just gets last-ditch tackle there from Burks, stopping any advancement there. So it's currently being forced pressed back. Stocksbridge pressing the defence right well as it's just in this little blind spot we have in front of the Stocksbridge bench. Being played out to Goodwin. Goodwin there, not the man you want who you'd think would take on. He's just lost the ball as well. That is quite poor from Ross Goodwin. We'll take one of the other former co-commentators have had up here.
You took the words out of my mouth. It's not the person you want it to fall to on the edge of the box. Just put it in the air and let him head it.
Yep, and that's a slice clearance from Murray. A bit of a shaky start here from Stocksbridge, and Maltby might have an opportunity here. They've slipped it through, but well in from Oglesby, who's covered for his defensive partner there. It's back out for Lonchar on the left wing here. He's looking for some space and trying to get past. He's got two men tackling him, and it's bounced away from him, but only gone back to Walton here. And he's managed to get it past his man, and he bounced under his legs a few bit, and then eventually a last-ditch sliding tackle, and Maltby Main have the corner.
Yeah, good defending on two occasions there from Charlie Oglesby. Ross won it back as well after he gave it away, but Charlie's just recovered well and put it out of play.
So he just got a corner. Actually, I think it's been given as a throw-in, actually, that. So throw-in's just gone back to him, ball has gone in, but headed away again, and Maltby the first onto it, and then Stocksbridge eventually do clear. There's been hell there, Yumby, it's just trying to hold it. Essentially, it's going to be a long through, ball through, and Poole was, Caskill there was gambling on it, and they've got it away from Yumby as he was trying to break as well. Maltby will look to press, but Turner's gone in there trying to stop them advancing. Maltby's still on the ball. Turner knocks it away, but Maltby continuing to press forward there through Huff. Turner had a little nibble there, but Huff stands through. Huff's going to put a really good ball in, but no one's there to attack it. Be headed away by Baker. Langton's been forced backwards though by it, and before Langton is able just to boot that one out for a throw-in. And yeah, it's shaky start for Stocksbridge so far as we had just a minute.
We need to come out for the second half and carry on where we left off in the first.
Yeah, just to do some comments. Coach Nathan W.I. has said, "Come on out, Wyatt Ingram." So I imagine he's one of his former coaches or current coaches. And Jack Tinker's just said apparently the Twitter updates are quicker than us today. Can happen sometimes, just depending on the signal from various areas. And your internet.
It's probably the factors in the Alps.
Yeah, everything's more behind in the Alps. If you remember me having to donate some money for the collection, it was 54.86, but a man's just about to donate again, so it's going to go up from there.
54.86 on your collection now.
Great showing there as it's just bounced out for a goal kick.
Young kid give me tickets, so that wins.
So it's just back here with Wyatt Ingram.
Get some real action on there, so give me that there, boy, you'll be laughing your ball.
So he's just back with the goalkeeper Wyatt Ingram after we get a bit of a heckling. Ball just gone straight out, and it's just a bit of a poor one from Wyatt Ingram there, but
yeah, it happens from time to time.
Yeah, it's going to be a full back here. It's going to be Almond here to take the throw. Interesting to see, normally the full-backs, but Almond, who's typically in centre midfield, with the throw-ins today. So it throws it down the line. Can be tackling it out for another Maltby throw-in, just further down the line as Maltby press a bit further forward. Got quite a few listeners today, just to let you know as well. Obviously tuning in just for your insight today.
They must have had a tip off that.
Lonchard's going to have a shot. Lonchard sets a shot that I think the small books that had a guy could only shoot like a banana because it would always bend wide. That one's going out for a throw in. It's
a shot for a throw. I don't mind that happening.
Not one he's going to put on the YouTube highlight reel. Throwing just goes to Yumby. Yumby chesting. He's going to try and flip play to Turner, who's in the centre. Turner gets it to Lemon, and Lemon is now going to chance to get forward. Just pass it forward here to McCaskill. McCaskill just been forced backwards a bit here.
Just got a release play.
And he just doesn't release it more at the tackle. And this has just been the problem with both wingers, I think, today. They've just not released it at times. Langton's come in really well, though, and tackled it and got it forward here to Goodwin, who's down it to Yumby, who's going to try and get down there.
Yeah,
there's a sliding challenge there.
Not a bad area for us to play into there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well worked by Yumby.
Yeah, and it was a last-ditch challenge there from Huff that put it out of play. Ball before man there, I think it was, so just a throw-in. And Baker's going to take the throw. It's interesting, I've not seen a long throw from Baker, but the players are positioning themselves as if it's going to be a long throw-in.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's not quite Jordan Lemon.
No, Jordan Lemon's the one who was throwing. The man, someone you played with at Answorth, Michael Trench, was the one who had the big long throw at Stocksbridge, not here anymore. His short throw is immediately cleared, by the way, there, before Stocksbridge tried to put it back in, but it's overhit, and it's just going to go back to Dylan Parkin there.
It's a good area, just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, 51 minutes gone, 1-0 to Maltby Main here. As Stocksbridge look to stay here in the Sheffield Senior Cup for a semi-final clash in the next round. Long here from Parkin. That one's going to be a fight to keep in, and he does. He chests it down really well there, Sennett Nielsen. It just goes forward. It's back to Sennett Niel now, who is looking to clip the ball into the box, and it's false shot to Ackroyd. He's pulled it down really well. Back to goal, but tackled well. Turner gets a bit of a touch, not enough onto it. Ackroyd gets it back to Sennett Nielsen, who passes it short here to Huff, who takes a good touch. He's into the box on the right side, plays a good ball in, blocked, and then cleared by Curtis Turner.
Everything seems to be clicking at the moment for Maltby Main.
Yeah, just Stocksbridge here having to. Sometimes I've seen Stocksbridge. It's something we can sometimes a bit slow to the blocks in the second half. Happened a bit against Brighouse on Saturday, and sometimes you do have to just suffer a bit of a storm at the start. Baker's just knocked it on long, but it's been blocked off before it can even get far. Back to Murray here, who is also going to send it long, and it's actually McCaskill's broke perfectly there. He's not offside. He just needs the finish. McCaskill, he just doesn't have the finish, and he sends it into the straight behind.
Just snatching it at it there. He just needs to take his time and get his head over the ball. And
he's broke the offside trap beautifully there.
Yeah, he's done really, really well. Got himself in a good position, and I think that's where sometimes his inexperience just fails him a little bit. But he's done really well. Great run, great first touch, but just not the end product. And that's what we keep saying. It's if we don't put our chances away, they'll hurt us on the break.
Yeah. As soon as I got back from the Brighouse match, I watched the Wednesday Newcastle one. Look at Chris Wood missing that chance. It's the reason Newcastle are out of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And again, ball goes right back to Goodwin here. Paul's trying to flick it on, looking for Yumby. It's just being chested away from him and clear out for a throw, but that's better from Stocksbridge. I mean,
we just needed something to ignite us, and hopefully that's it.
Goes into Paul. He's trying to take the touch. Turns really well. He goes a bit backwards here, but he's been pushed over by Huff. No, you're looking for the free kick, Paul, and he's not going to get it.
That's more of a free kick from what their goal comes from.
Break is stopped a bit, but then it is one back by Huff, who's got it back onto that left wing, touches heavy, bounces back. Going to go back here to Huff now, who sends it long. He's looking for Sennett Nielsen, but so too heavily hit for him, and it's going to go back safely for Wyatt Ingram. So long here from Wyatt Ingram. I think McCaskill maybe just a bit offside there as that was kicked out, but goes back to Langton, who's going to just give it a big boot forward that goes back for Parkin, who I'm noticing he's starting to drop to the ground instantly.
Yeah, they'll have been told to take the time a little bit where they can.
Yeah. McCaskill make sure he can't, and it's interesting when he can't. He always tries to scoot out to the wing, so there's a lot of risk where he is passing, but knocks it forward there back to Murray, who's able just to get it out of the ground there. Turner heads it on. McCaskill trying to bit Maltby appealing for the free kick for a push. McCaskill not giving, and Maltby have the ball back anyway. And Turner's kept it in really well. And it's gone to McCaskill, who's got just a defender to run at. McCaskill just trying to get past his man, but he's just been beaten by the defender on that occasion. But it's only been cleared back to Turner. Turner's just waiting for players to get back on side there. He clips it on for Yumby to chase there. It's just a bit ahead of him. Yumby is going to keep it in. he's looking to try and keep it in, bounces off his man and he's fighting for it. Youngby continues there, passes it back to Baker, who's going to clip the cross in. It's a good cross, turn a diving header, bounce over, and it's somehow not turned in, and Maltby have got it. They've not cleared it away yet, Maltby. They might get punished for it, they do eventually clear it, and it's now with Haydock, who is going to carry that away, and that could have been the opportunity there. Just goes back to Turner, who's won the ball in midfield well. Goodwin's going to flick it over the top, lucky for Youngby, but Youngby able on that quite early, and Parkin's going to claim that.
Another chance which should have led to a goal, in my opinion. There.
It's just the way that the Maltby on there just held on the ball for very long in his own box. I mean, that's the sort of thing I think you'd be raging at your defender for, wouldn't you? Yeah. I've noticed, but you, a bit more than some of our other keepers, have a bit of a go at the defenders when you feel like they've let you down. Lovely bit of school from Senate Nielsen there. He's just pushed off at Langton as well. I think he may have got a bit of a stamp, and then he gets fouled by Goodwin, who's had enough of him there. So it's a bit of a free kick here, just very deep, but a chance for Maltby to put the ball into the box here. I haven't won the 50-50 either.
Again, I think it's a soft one. He was always going down there, but we've got to deal with it and deal with it better than what we did the last.
Yeah, it was a very different type of free kick. This is one that Senate Nielsen is going to whip him with his right foot on this right wing, trying to look to put in that dangerous area. It's a good looking ball here, but Langton gets a bit of a foot onto it. Haydock heads it back into the box. Langton gets the second header away. Turner clips away. Youngby's looking to control, but it's got by Almond. It's gone right into the air there. I don't think they were aware for a while, but Almond wins the header and knocks it forward. Murray's looking to win this away from Ackroyd. Ackroyd wrestling for it, and a bit of a wrestling match has given a bit of a silly free kick away. And this is in a very similar position to where Senate Nielsen scored in the first half.
Very similar position, but it's one of them what could have gone either way there. I don't want to be biased there, but it could have gone either way.
Yeah, so this is the question. Obviously, Senate Nielsen, great strike, but if he does something similar again, how do you try and stop it the second time?
You know, talking to a couple of lads in the first half, they thought there was a little bit of too much of a gap, but for me, it was a well-hit free kick. Just got to step over one step more and he'll get this one. I've got confidence in him.
It is a free.
It's a little bit more central.
Four-man wall, yeah. Yeah, just a bit closer and a bit tight, about a yard or two further out, but that can sometimes be better for the striker. Ingram's just in the centre of his goal. Could also be Lonchar, but Senate isn't going to take it. Looks on target,
but
this
great hand.
Yeah, this time it goes straight up by Ingram. I think he may have took a bit of a deflection on the way as well. I've noticed Ackroyd's playing quite clever, stopping Ingram, doing the quick release. Gets it through to McCaskill, but he's been out-muscled there. McCaskill goes back from Maltby, who's just going to clear it downfield, back to Lemon, who just gets it, knocks it right forward, and McCaskill turns off. Bit of a push on him there. Advantage is given. McCaskill's going to bounce off his defender again. He needs to play it back in, but do you think he may have just gone out to play the McCaskill?
Bring it back for the advantage.
I think he may have just gone a bit too further, I think, for the advantage, what the referee will say to that.
Frustrating from a player's point of view, but
that's what McCaskill has been today. He's been flashes of brilliance and then just not following it up at times. 57 minutes gone in this game, 1-0 to Maltby Main.
Again, we've had the chances, and you know we need to take one sooner rather than later.
Oh, see, this is starting to when Ian will probably be thinking, is there anything on my bench that can give me anything?
Yeah, we've got some firepower on there today. Yeah. We've got Iffy and Luke to change the game. We've got some good options in the squad at the moment.
Not seen him in a while, but Alex O'Connor has done very well in cup competitions this year as well. Scored in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy. Key goals in those games. Good hits as well, I remember.
Alex has just been
very lucky with how
good the midfield have been.
Baker's won it really well. Baker's just been closed down by Senate. I think Walton there hits it back, and it's a slice ball there.
Still in play.
Fuller's going to do it, but it's going to be headed away by Maltby and go back to the fullback, who's going to clear that one away now. Langton's going to win that in midfield. He actually just can't get it fully. Haydock's won it really well. Haydock's just been a fulcrum in that.
Good feet there from Haydock.
Gets back away, but Baker's just won that tackle really well. And it's just bounced out, and I think that's going to be a Maltby throw-in. It's a Maltby throw-in. I think what might be frustrating is that quite a few of these lads just seeing just some people, and I think Mark Hayes just saying "come on Steels" in the comments here. We've got some comments. Mark Hayes, one of our fans. Craig Oglesby is here saying keep the effort up, Lewis. And also we've got David Tinker here going all Stocksbridge but no goal yet. I won't say it's all been Stocksbridge, but Maltby have definitely been a good side so far and could easily be 2 up.
Yeah, they could be. Just another Ross Goodwin foul there.
I mean, that's just saying water's wet at this point. I sometimes, when I'm not looking and I hear a whistle, I just say Goodwin foul. Because typically, it might well be.
It normally is.
Then again, now Lemon's back. It's 50-50.
It could be either.
Then again, look, Lemon, even per game, Lemon's had less bookings this season than he ever has. For a while, he had more goals than bookings. Headed on there quite well by Stafford. Stockbridge need to clear it. The second header goes away now. Turner's just charging to the back, and he does get a foul for that one.
Again, it's a soft foul, which is given towards us this time, but
yeah, and also Sammy Fox is sending good vibes from Las Vegas. I don't think ever a good vibe has been sent from Las Vegas. I think it's just dangerous vibes. Whitingham just sent it long. He just, I think, slipped a bit there, but he's bounced over the head. Lewis McCaskill just needs to cut inside there.
Good decision,
he's got Stafford there. It just needs a shot. He can't. He's looking for the shot. Takes a shot. It's just over, but has it taken
took a deflection over for a corner. We're just trying to walk it in just a little bit too much at times. It just didn't open up for him.
Yeah, I think McCaskill's seen enough where he thinks he might have the opportunity, but they're just blocking him off enough, aren't they?
Yeah, they know he likes to cut inside on his right foot there, and they've started to read him at the moment. But he'll get one. He'll have another chance. He'll get one.
We'll see one. If you're Faber on the bench, he'll probably be the man who's chucked on to get it. He got us back in at Swallow Nest, and here comes the ball in, looking long. It's over everyone, and it's just missed at the end.
Charlie's free there. He's got to make the most of that.
Stays in. Yumby's just keeping it in. Yumby's going to try and get it towards the far post. Headed back in, across goal.
Charlie Oglesby! Header from the back post for Charlie.
We've been saying he's been so close to a goal in recent weeks, and this time Oglesby header goes over the top of everyone and into the far in the net. It's 1-1 here at Muglet Lane. Stocksbridge Park Steels are back into this one.
Yeah, good goal from Nice Nose there. Brilliant.
And for once, because we actually knew it was Charlie Oglesby, I can put his gif out at the right time.
It's a good job I can see there, Adam.
I'll tell you something, Charlie Oglesby, when he's standing next to Ross Goodwin in this sort of light, Pool's actually closing down the goalkeeper here, but it's been sliced there, and it might take us out actually watching that ball. Ross Goodwin almost took me out last week. So it's a throw into Stocksbridge, and Stocksbridge are immediately trying to get into their second goal.
Just got to stay solid, stay compact, and get another one on the break.
Ball clipped in there, but that's going to be claimed by Dylan Parkinson. Fantastic ball back in by Yumby there, but it's just the header into at the end. That's the quality thing.
Yeah, Charlie would be disappointed not to get on the first one. I think it was Callum Walton who's been marking him, which a winger marking a centre defender is absolutely criminal, and he's got away from the first one, missed it, got himself back in the box for a Dylan cross, which is a great cross and an even better header.
Yeah. Long ball forward here, going to be headed away though by Murray. Bounce behind, and that technically, I'm trying to think if that would have been offside.
It wouldn't have been offside. No, the defenders headed it back there, and would have been through.
I'm just trying to think because of the Salah goal, weren't it, at Liverpool? Yeah. Probably shouldn't be offside. Should be offside. Maltby pressing on the lane down to left wing to the flag, and it's a last-ditch tackle that stopped that and then knocked it back up.
Yeah, great defending from Bailey there.
Yeah, it's just back with Maltby now. It's going to be clipped in there. Well, we had Craig Oglesby listening. He'll be happy about his lad, won't he?
Yeah, he will be.
Third goal of the season for Charlie Oglesby. That is, as I think the Maltby man's just slipped there, and as he's gone down, he's actually down there. I think play should be stopped because he looks seriously hurt there. Actually, whether that was, I didn't see the contact, but if it's not contact, it tends to be even worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. Can't see the number of the player.
Number 11, Callum Walton down.
Well, yeah, that's Walton down there. So yeah, it's just going to have a bit of a stoppage here. We're on the. Trying to say what minute it is. This is when after. I think Oglesby's goal was clocked in at 61 minutes.
Plenty of time.
Just over. Well, we've had a time. There will be 30 minutes to go. Yeah, there's some mad results happening currently in Southampton still winning 2-0.
Southampton 2-0.
Wow.
Here he is,
And here
man like Iffy.
If you want to know that how serious Ian is about making sure this is won in 90 minutes, if you're Fabu, who scored 8 goals already this season after just signing in October, he's coming on. Right. Now, he is a man who's been so experienced at step 4 level, even though he's only 23. It was his birthday recently. And it's Lewis McCaskill, I think. Oh no, it's Dylan Youngbilly who's coming off. I think
Good start for Dylan. Time for Iffy to change it up a little bit with his strength and hopefully get him behind with a few. But
Yeah,
Dylan's done really well.
Play Dylan, well done.
Well done, Dale.
Youngby, great lad. Obviously, he'll be delighted to have his first start here at Stocksbridge and also have the. And it's playing again in games like this where Maltby are a big physical side, where he's going to learn probably more than he'd ever would at Bradford City under-18s.
Yeah, definitely. He's done really well tonight. An assist to his name is like I say, he's done really well.
So yeah, so here come just a free kick. Well, it's been dropped down for Stocksbridge to take this. So Stocksbridge will go send it long here, bouncing in midfield, back to Baker, who's going to clip it long. McCaskill was on the last. Well, it's going to be a Fabu who feels for offside, and it is given as offside.
I think he's got confused with the Stocksbridge man who's offside there. I think it was
because
Lewis
McCaskill was
offside,
offside.
and if he was on, but anyway, we deal with it. We move on.
Yeah, so just checking the comments here. So Jack Tinker, get in, Chaz. We've got and David Tinker, get in. Mark Hayes, get in. Come on now, let's get to second. And apparently Jack Tinker's just seen the goal. I don't know how he's done that.
I'm just in the WhatsApp group, and Gary's managed to
Oh, has he
film it.
filmed
Yeah,
it?
Gary's put it in the WhatsApp group.
Well, I'm about to say, I'm thinking.
Yeah, over the top, just
Ball is off
defend
from
well.
Maltby. Ackroyd gets the chest down, but it's Oglesby
Yeah,
who's covered
Ingy's
it
out
really
really
well.
well. Well done, Charlie, and well done, Ingy.
I've just seen, I don't know if it's the rinsing I've just seen from your own like dad. Craig Oglesby just said between Ross and Charlie Oglesby there's only a nose in it. I've never seen relatives come and wreck your own thing after he's just scored a goal to get Stocksbridge back in it here.
He's not wrong.
I mean he's not, but it's still cruel to say on a YouTube comment section. Maltby have the throw in, they throw it inwards here, they pass it back into their defence and clip it long, and it's just with Lonchar who got it through, but well in from Baker there, and he gets the header back as well as Maltby tried to get down that left hand side, and they have got it down there with Walton now.
Good defending from Bailey there again.
Yeah, it's Baker who's just warmed into this side really well after it took him months to get his debut, but he's back with Maltby now. But Baker, it took months to get his debut, made his debut in probably the toughest place you could, a replay at Ashington, and he's just not going to let go of that right back slot now. And he's just won that ball there again now.
It's going to be tough when you've got someone like
Sent it
Jordan
down long,
Lennon
isn't it?
who's
Big
back.
push on Poole there as he's gone down. Poole needs to get up though, just so because the free kick's not again. If Fabu's just gone past one, Fabu's gone down, but Salmons has won that ball back. But that's not something you really want to see if you're a full-back, is it? A fully fit, Iffy Fabu coming on, and Maltby Main have just got a free kick for something I'm not entirely sure of.
Prefer not to speak.
Oh, you might get in trouble. Maltby Main are bringing on a substitute. So number 16, who I will get the name of in a second. It's Bagley coming on. As Maltby look to try and retake the lead in this one.
Callum Walton coming off here from the left
Had a
hand
very
side.
good game. So yeah. How much do you know of Bagley? Have you played him when you was back in this league?
No, I'm not too sure about Bagley.
Looks like a big fella. Might be able to put his weight about in some of the obviously an interesting challenge.
A different challenge for Bailey here.
Obviously, the thing with Bailey is that even though if he makes mistakes, he's often be able to cope with it with his pace. As Goodwin's clearance there just went back to Maltby, and actually Bagley's first action is to be offside there and give the ball back to Stocksbridge. So it's back with Whitingham to take, who will be happy. Obviously, if Stocksbridge do continue, he'll be. Here comes the long ball from Wyatt Ingram going long, and it's headed away by Maltby. Turner heads it back in, and Poole heads it back into Langton, who's going to try and clip it looking for McCaskill. McCaskill just can't get it under his feet there. He's going to try and chase to keep it in. He does really well to do so. Now he's trying to face it with his fullback. Gets past his fullback again. He's cutting inside, just needs the ball across, but it's been bounced away from him and into clear. And I think McCaskill then may have done a bit of a foul there as he was going away. And which is a shame, just because it stops the pressure being kept on them.
It stops the flow of the game there, which he could have crossed it again, but again he's got into the right position, a good position. It's just that end product.
Yeah. It's a beautiful header, I'm sure, because we were just watching a replay of it. But yeah, 68 minutes gone. It is 1-1 here at Muglet Lane as Stocksbridge tried to press it forward, but Maltby able to clear. Outcroy just gets a big push off the ball by Baker, gets through to Baker, little flick from Poole, and it's plucked on by Turner to McCaskill on the left. He just needs to cut inside, he puts the ball across, and it's headed over by Salmon.
That's miles better from Lewis, a good decision.
Yeah.
Put it right in the danger zone, straight across the 6-yard box, but the Maltby defender was there to clear.
Salmon's a crucial clearance. I think it was Curtis Turner there hovering at the far post, looking for a goal on his 100th appearance for the club. The most appearances out of any player currently at the team.
Yeah, it's a...
Graham is suggesting puns to me. It's a low corner in, it's been flicked on, I think it's been blocked by a Maltby man. Another corner. Interesting change up of how the corner routines work. Earned another corner. Oh, for God. I don't know if you can hear Graham, but I do apologise, if you can. It's another corner. We all get it, Graham.
Hoping for a better corner this time round.
Yeah.
Just hang it up, let Charlie head it.
Murray's looking at it.
And there we go.
Going in. It's one.
Charlie Oglesby yet again.
Oglesby gets the volley on it, but he just knocked it over.
He just keeps finding himself free from these corners. He needs to capitalise more.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll have an easier night from attacking corners here, Charlie. He's not been picked up.
No, he got better, his man there. I think he just leaned his back a bit too much, trying to stretch to it, and that might be just what takes it over.
He just get his nose over that one.
Oh, God, he's getting rinsed today for seeing. He's having a great game, and he's got on the score sheet. As Maltby just about win that one on the wing, and they've got it across to Sennett Nielsen. Sennett Nielsen, they want to get back into this game because he's not really done much, and he's just done a lovely little step over. Turner's gone in with a good tackle, and he's won the ball off him well, and he's got it out to Afebu, who's looking to turn now. Afebu's just back to goal, and he's passing it back.
Good decision there from Iffy.
He's going to clip it down, but I think he's clipping it down for Afebu to run to it, and no one was there. It's gone out for a throw into Maltby.
Iffy's done well there. Instead of turning and getting at him, what wasn't on, he's held it up, played it to Ross, and then it's gone out of play.
Throwing down the line, headed back into goal by Maltby. We've knocked it on, but it's headed back in that area and then not forward, and it's going to go back to Parkin, who's going to claim that to his hands there, quite simply.
We've got to be aware of this one. They like to do it early, over the top.
Yeah, taking his time this time, Parkin, as he rolls it out. McCaskill's just chasing him down to force him to go quickly. And it's headed on by Maltby, and it's going to be well cut out by Langton, who sent it long. If Faber's going to try and chase, but it's just to distribute this turn and kick that Langton is just trying to do at the moment, just not working at the moment, as he's just going right out to play and giving Maltby the ball.
He just needs to keep it in play, and one of the front three will get on the end of it. We just need to give him a chance.
Yeah, because if Faber is hooked on it today at the moment with the pace he's got, again, if you don't want to be a tired fullback.
No.
Up again. Well, that's been the strength of Stocksbridge's bench, is when you can bring up. Obviously, he's gone back to Sheffield United now. Johnny Holloway, the pace he had, and Dylan Yumby now, who's typically come on. And now, if you're Faber in this game, Langton's just won a header forward, but Maltby have got it back. But well cut out past Lemon, who tried to get it to McCaskill, and he cut out. Maltby back on the ball in midfield. They tried to knock it long, but Lemon heads it away again. McCaskill gets it.
Just out of play there. Yeah, he could have done. The pitchers ran it away from him.
Thought McCaskill might have actually been offside there as well. So it's been an even game since the equalizer.
Yeah, not much action.
Apart from Oglesby hitting it over. Oglesby could have an hat-trick today. Lemon's just headed that throwing away, but thought we were heading in, and it's just going to bounce in midfield. McCaskill's trying to keep it in, but I think he's just come off his back of his ankle, McCaskill there, which is why it's going to be a Maltby throw-in.
Looks disappointed with that one, Lewis.
Ullman there took it about 5 yards up front as well. Can tell what he's been doing, because his shorts are now turned from black to brown. He's just throwing it inwards there to Sennett Nielsen, who's just looking to get it on that left wing, which is going to be chased by Bagley. He's having a bit of a push and a shove with Baker. And he's going to turn inside Bagley. He's got some good skill, Bagley. He's going to take a powerful shot. It's been pounded away by Right Ingram. According to the first time, but the offside flag is up. It's in the back of the net, but it will not count. The offside flag's up. And Right Ingram there.
He's down, injured at the moment.
And it looks like down, and that is a real worry for the Stocksbridge Reds. But he's back to his feet now.
It's a great first save. Bagley's hit that really well. There's a lot of movement on the ball and saved it well, got up, reacted well, but luckily 9 was offside. I'm not sure it went in anyway.
Maybe he's
reacted well.
This is the thing that White Ingram seems to do very well, is his reactions. Seems to be very quick though. The best save is made, and here comes Luke Rawson is coming on into the middle here to be the next substitution on, and Maltby are also bringing a man on. Number 12, that is Tracy here. So it's Ross Goodwin coming off. This could be an interesting change in tactics.
Tucker's gone into the middle and then with Rawson straight down the middle.
It'll be interesting to see how Rawson does. Similar substitution I think happened back at Swallow Nest when we needed to get back into the game.
It's certainly an attacking change here, and we're going for the win in 90.
So, interesting. I have liked Thomas Poole in the centre of midfield when he's played there in other games.
Yeah, I've seen him play there a couple of times over the years, and he's good on the ball. He's brilliant on the ball, but on today's pitch, I'm not sure it's his type of game.
I was just sent him on for if you're Fabu to chase, but that's again we're too far for him to go, and he's going to go out for a throw in here. Just going to come. How long left? Well, we should be about 15 minutes left in this game as it's 1-1, as if your Faber tries to haul this one down on the right-hand side. He's looking to try and see if he can put a cross in, but he's got a few people blocking his path at the moment. He's trying to use his pace, but he can't do it, and Maltby have cleared it away. It's the first touch there from our substitute Tracy, and Maltby's substitute, and it's going to outplay for a throw into Stocksbridge. If I didn't introduce my co-commentator today is Ben Townsend, our number 1 goalkeeper who is cup tied today, having played for Handsworth earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, disappointing to not play any game, but
we're glad you conceded 2 in the last one.
Ingy's done well, and he deserves a chance. He trains well. He's a good lad, Ingy.
I mean, we're going to have to ask you where you were for the second goal that we scored in that game, but we know you were in the other box. We also just tried to head on that ball, but no one's able to get onto it. And I think the referee got a bit in the way there, but going back in, McCaskill. And McCaskill's looking to turn. There's a bit of a trip on him, but McCaskill continues, and he earns the free kick there.
Yeah.
And now this is one where Thomas Poole's going to really want to hit it.
Yeah, a similar position to Sennett Nielsen's free kick in the first half. Hopefully Thomas comes up with the goods.
I mean, as a set piece taker, this is one where you really want to go. You really want to take it, isn't it? And it is Poole who... There's no one even argues with Thomas Poole, I've noticed, anymore.
No, he's a strong character.
And you can tell, I think he's going for this near post here. Here comes Poole, he's actually looking, he's going to loft it over.
Oh, he's hit the bar!
And there's a trip there, but there's no go. It's back to turn on the right-hand side. He's looking to try and get the ball in. It goes in, but it's bounced. It's not enough venom on that, and it's being cleared away. Maltby going to try and get a counter-attack, but there's 2 sliding challengers going in front. Welcome to Donnelly. There's a trip on it, and Stocksbridge have another free kick very close to that far end.
It's a great free kick. He seems to hang it up in the air into the danger zone, and it's just gone up, 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 and then it's just dipped at the last minute and hit the bar. There was no chance for the keeper there. It's very, very unlucky.
And now Poole will have it. This is a different sort of quality Poole has. It's his quality of delivery from free kicks like this.
Hopefully Chaz is free again, but he hits the target this time.
All right, that might be why they're leaving him at this point. John Lemon's just limping a bit over. Here comes the ball in. It's backwards by Maltby, and they've took an extra touch to stop McCaskill then. So it's another corner.
It's
the pressure is
another great chance here.
On here. So another opportunity from the corner here. So
Jordan Lemon's struggling here.
Yeah, I noticed this at the free kick. I wouldn't be shocked to see him heading off in a second. Obviously, he's only just come back from injury and had a tough time against Aaron St. Nielsen.
We just need to be aware, if Jordan's struggling, we're left one-on-one at the back here.
Yeah, Here comes the ball, it's a far-in ball, it's over everyone. It's a really poor delivery from Thomas Poole on that occasion.
Yeah, just a little bit too much. He's gone to hang up round the back, and we've all made the same a similar run in between the posts. Jordan Lemon's got a big cut on the shin here. Is struggling a little bit.
Trying to think who else is on our bench today.
I think it'll be Cody Pryor coming on here.
Lemon's just on the floor now, so we are going to get a stoppage, and I think with Cody Pryor, who obviously came on in the same position last time. And
yeah, he's done well, Jordan. He's not had much minutes over the last 4 months, but
yeah, it'll be a shame if it ends like this, though, for Jordan Lemon, who had a solid game.
It's only a scratch. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah. But just have a brief stoppage for the drinks. We'll see if we've got any extra comments in here while we. Because normally I would fill this time with, hey, here's all the other score lines from all the other games. There's no other games happening today, apart from like Premier League games, and I can't bother telling people about them. Especially when we've got 25 people. Well, no, it's actually apparently up to 31 people listening at the moment.
There must be a reason, Adam. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah. Last thing we actually got was from Andrew Murray. Andrew Murray, who's just said, come on, the Steels. Seems to be our most common one. Occasionally we get an opposition fan in there causing trouble. It's great fun when that happens. Remember when the Mask fans overtook it like last January? No, we haven't got that away trip this year, but that's a cold one if we end up in their league again next year, to be aware of.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not an away trip we have to deal with.
Well, you got your first North East trip coming up at the end of the month, North Shields. Have you got your karaoke song prepared?
It's prepared. It's in the locker. I'm not sure how good it is, but it's in the locker.
They force everyone to do it nowadays. Even I had to do it last time at Dunstan. God, that was interesting. We had so many new players, about 15 new initiations.
The rain just started coming down here quite heavy. It's not going to do the pitch any favours here.
No, I think if you're a Peter Kay fan, it's that fine rain that soaks you through. As John Lemon just continues to get treatment here. That's going to be his excuse tomorrow to go in one of those spas, isn't it?
That's it. I think we booked in at the end of the month, which will be nice.
So yeah, it's quite a long stoppage here. It'll be interesting what this does to added time, because I'd say we're about 10 minutes away from the end of normal 90 minutes.
There's a couple more chances in it here for both teams.
Yeah, Lemon is jogging off here, just to let you know, so we'll be going up.
Moving a little bit better here.
This is the great thing about non-league commentary. We're right next to this pitch. You can hear exactly what the player's saying, and Lemon just said it was a gash on his shin.
Needs to wear better shin pads then, Jordan.
Yeah. And here he comes back on, and he looks fine now, actually, running back on. As Maltby here trying to get the turn there, and
he's left the foot in there.
Bagley left the foot in there, didn't he? And
yeah, he's left the ground. And it's the same person who did Jordan, Bagley.
Yeah. That's obviously what he is about.
It wasn't intentional with Jordan, but that one was just off the ground.
Obviously, he likes to battle with the defenders, Bagley. Back up to his feet now, Baker, though. So definitely when you'd think he'd take a penalty, I might wonder if that might be crossing Ian's mind yet as it goes through to Rawson. Chests it down really well. He tries to get the ball through the legs of Haydock, though, and he can't do it, but it's back with Stock. Poole closing out well. Poole, pass it out to McCaskill. McCaskill just needs to get the call across, but he's looking for the shot still. Takes a shot near post and saved by Parkin, and that's...
It's another chance there.
It's
another chance.
A lot of it's coming through Lewis McCaskill at the moment, but... And it's just going to be back with Parkin, who didn't really get much trouble by that shot at the near post. Notice McCaskill's on the close down to force him to get it out as soon as possible. Murray heads it away. Back to Faber, who's knocked it long, looking for Rawson, but it's covered by Huff, who heads it away. He's going to come in the middle. Yeah, Faber's just won the ball back. He's going to send another one long. Rawson's trying to chase it down. Rawson, deceptive pace, Luke Rawson, but I think the defenders just blocked him really well. And it's going to go.
It's another debatable decision there. I'm not sure it is a goal kick, but that's what's being given.
So it's back for Parkin to take the goal kick. We're on here on the 82nd minute. And it's going to be sending it long. So back for Faber wins it. Rawson is going to chase onto it, headed away though, by Maltby out for a throw in. Stocksbridge continue to pile on, looking for a late winner here.
Yeah, we've got
Much like
to start pushing forward now and push on and add that bit of quality, which everybody knows we have got.
Down to if Favour's looking to turn, but being cleared out again, and it's going to be another throw in here. Stocksbridge getting yards and yards closer to the out. I think what will be painful is that for Stocksbridge is that quite a few of these Maltby players here are actually former under-18s for us. So they've come for our youth system and they might be coming to punish us today. Going back here and being clipped in by Baker. Being headed back, McCaskill's going to be the first onto it, taking the touch, trying to evade the tackle. I think he's just trying to break through the defence and it's just an extra touch too much, just again. And Maltby are just going to carry that one away, and McCaskill's giving away the silly foul as well.
That's what he tends to do. He takes one too many touches and gets a little bit frustrated and gives a foul away in a position where we don't really want to give a foul away. We just need to put him under pressure. Yeah, he's done well. He's done really, really well, Lewis. He has done well.
Because I think we have to remember is I only found this out a couple of weeks ago. Was that he started playing actual football, as in league football, age 21, I think it is.
Yeah, he's played a little bit of Sunday League here and there, and I've played against him a few times Sunday League. And yeah, he's a good lad, and he's progressed. Quickly, he's progressed late, but very quickly in that space.
Because everyone gets shocked at his age, because he plays like a young player.
Yeah,
in many ways. Because he's in his development, he probably is that.
And I think obviously with the stage he started, the hunger's still there for him. He's hungry, he's committed, and that's what we love to see.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thing, because you think you'll have been in academies. Most of these players have been in some sort of professional academy. As well goes down here to Ifefe, who's trying to get the turn, but he's just earned another throw in. Now, and he's not been through that.
Yeah, he's very raw, and you can tell he gets on the ball and there's just one thought in his mind: get in the box, make something happen, and he does that most of the time, and sometimes, which quite understandably, he tries doing just that little bit too much, which we can appreciate.
Yeah, which is back to a fair boob. I think he just cut on. He's trying to get past his man, and it goes out for a goal kick there. Just two men on him every time at Fairby. Whereas Maltby, I think, have pressed a bit deeper now in this game.
Yeah, they've sat in a little bit. They look to tire, and our fitness is showing, and the ball's not really been in our half. This last 10 minutes, it's been in the Maltby half, but.
It's back with Parkin now. He's going to take the goal kick, sending it long here. Going to be headed away by Murray here, and then Langton touches it on to Poole, who's coming on the left-hand side. He's got a few options, Lemon and McCaskill in front of him, just holding up Poole. Lovely little turn there from Poole to evade the challenge of Lonchar. Getting it down to McCaskill on the left. McCaskill just needs to put a cross in. Well. I think he might just cut inside. He's actually earned a corner.
Great play from Thomas Poole there, and really good play from Lewis. Won us a corner. Yeah, so hopefully capitalise on this.
Corner kick here, Poole here. Lots of players going forward. John Lemon even offering us a short option here.
Just got to be aware around the back and make sure we make some different runs and get on the end of it.
Ball going in far end, well playing by Parkin there under his bar. And he's moving quickly, Parkin, because they're looking for the counter attack. Baker's trying to cover it and he heads it back well, but it only bounces back here to the number 16 to Bagley, gets it to left-hand side. It's a break from Maltby here. Stocksbridge have piled themselves back, and it's a great challenge there from Curtis Turner. There. Back with Tracy here on the left wing, trying to see if he can find the space. Stocksbridge Feds are back. Big lofted ball over the top and out. It's going to be a goal kick. And that is where Maltby's threat is going to lie in it for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I don't like it when teams allow keepers to come out and claim one there without a challenge. It's disappointing. Although it is nice as a keeper.
Yeah, you're going to appreciate that, aren't you? Because you like it when you do that. It's when you're defending a lead, it's one of the most satisfying things to see as a fan, is to just watch a ball go into your box, you worry, and then you see your goalkeeper clutch onto it, down, under their arms. Ball's your head down. If Faber was going to try and get in, but I think it's just been a bit too far back for him, but it's going to be a throw into Stocksbridge.
It's a good area this, hopefully they can work it into the box and make something happen.
It's when you do want that long throw threat that a few non-league sides have.
I think a fitter Jordan Lemon rushes over and takes this, but I think he's just reserving himself a little bit.
Yeah, Beck going down, he goes down the Faber, and it's a free kick there very close to the edge of the box.
Brilliant from Curtis Turner yet again, gets his body in, and he can't really do much with the ball there, so he's won a foul, and it's a dangerous position.
Yeah, this is on the right of the box here, very close to the edge of the sideline here of the box. it's why you love to see free kicks getting taken, because it is so easy to get it in that what they call the corridor of uncertainty, where you got like guys like you hate it going into.
Yeah, it's a tough little corridor that, and hopefully we manage to stick something on the end of this here. Just needs a good delivery.
It goes, it's been cut off the wall, but Rawson's headed it back on, and McCaskill was waiting for it there, but won't be able to clear it, and Paul's committed a bit of a cynical foul there to stop the counter-attack.
As fouls go, I think that's a good foul.
I think that may be a booking there for Thomas Paul. I'm trying to think if Thomas Paul's even got booked for Stocksbridge yet. I'm looking towards our official who counts it. He's giving me a right look because I put him on the spot. He doesn't think so, but he does get the booking. I think that's our first booking of the... Oh no, it's our first for Stocksbridge, but God, we've had a game where Ross Goodwin and currently John Lemon have not ended up in the book.
It's a rarity.
It is a rarity. Currently back with Parkin to take this free kick.
It's looking like penalties at the moment, Adam.
It is. So let's go back to Stocksbridge's record in penalties. 2 sets of penalty kicks this season, first time in a long time that's happened. First one we lost 3-0 to Ossett United. We did save one, but unfortunately no one scored.
That's where I'd like to take a penalty.
Ball goes down, Stocksbridge clear, goes to Lonchar, who I think was thinking of the shot for a second, but said he's going to try and run into it. Plays it to the left, needs closing down quickly. The first time he's been blocked off, but it's back with him. He's going to try and get to the byline. It's over everyone, and it's just going all wide and onto the right wing. But Maltby the first onto it on the right wing here.
Just needs to be a little bit careful.
With Haydock blocked off, and it's going to be a Maltby corner. So Maltby will press here at the end. Maybe we're thinking a bit too far ahead for penalties at this rate. As it looks like Rippon is going to be coming on here, and he's coming on for Burks, who's had a bit of a difficult time here with McCaskill today. McCaskill unfortunately just not been able to finish off, but Rippon is going right into the box.
Has he been put on for the penalties
well, we'll see how it worked. Ball going in, it's a good looking ball. First challenge in, but there's been a foul by Maltby.
No, there's not. It's no whistle's gone for the corner. The linesman's still on the halfway line, and
it's a weird one.
Too keen there, but it was cleared, so I don't mind them.
Yeah, it was a good. It was a good
to take it. So hopefully, well, they've got a second chance now.
Yeah, that's the worry. So second corner is to be taken here. Senate Nielsen taking it. I think we are on the 90th minute mark now. Here comes a corner in, flicked on, it's going to be still in the box, headed on, goalwards, be flicked on over the bar there by...
It's a goal kick, and...
Stafford flicked it on, a lot of screams from some of the Maltby players for a foul in that.
No, I think there was one in a corner, which I don't think I disagree with, actually.
I didn't see a last touch from a Stocksbridge player, but it was not the last touch, is what the referee thinks is the last touch anyway, we'll go with.
Yeah, we'll take it at this point.
So here comes White Ingram's big long ball down. Rawson's fights for it, heads it on really well, but just no one there onto the end of it as it goes cleared out. But only back to Baker. Takes the first touch, takes the second one down the line, but that one's just a bit of a waste. Going to bounce line and eventually go out.
He's done well. He's took a good touch and he's got time to keep it in play there. Yeah. It's just a rushed.
So we just had 4 minutes added on. I'm surprised it's that short. We've had the stoppage red for Jordan Lemon and a few others.
We've had a lot of subs and a long stoppage for Jordan. I was expecting at least 6, but we're not in the World Cup now.
No, it would be about 10 if it was the World Cup, wouldn't it? And I'd have to keep a bit better eye on my laptop battery. Down a lot, so Maltby with a throw in here. But yeah, the last penalty shootout Stocksbridge took part in was a win. I think I'm trying to say it was a 4-3 win on penalties over at Swallownest. In what is actually ended up being quite a similar game to this in many ways, but obviously it would be an interesting challenge for White Ingram. It was Harrison Davison Hill who saved 3 penalties in a row in that game as part of this streak of 5 penalties saved by Stocksbridge, 4 by Davison Hill and then 1 by you in that North Shields match. They did score, but unfortunately it was broken against you in that game. Paul's here just tried to touch it onto McCaskill, not a good enough touch there. And now Senate Nielsen's going to have a chance to have a run at Lemon, which he's going to... Well, he's actually cut inside a bit, and then he's passed it here to Lonchar, who's got the beating of Lemon on here. The cross goes in. It's a good-looking cross to the far end, but headed away by Baker. And then Turner's going to be the first onto it. He clears it out if his favourite gets the touch, and he's trying to get the beat to his man, but going to go out for a Maltby throw-in here.
Just getting a little bit frustrating now, and we just need to keep ahead, keep a focus, and
I think we are heading to those.
If we can't win it, just make sure we don't lose.
Have you seen White Ingham try and save any penalties in training, or?
No, he's a good shot stopper, Alex.
Quick reactions is what makes me hopeful for that, because you find shorter keepers like himself can be very good at penalty kicks.
Yeah.
You look at Jordan Pickford for England.
Yeah, done well. So I'm one of the keepers who likes to take one of the first 5. So I'll, if it does go to penalties, I'll be disappointed not to be on there to try and save a couple and score one.
Well, we probably have a good idea who the first 5 might be, but here comes Maltby Mains. It's a good ball in, but no one's there. Lemon's going to be the first onto it. Lemon's just going to boot that one out of play. I think perhaps missed out on an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think that's where being a right footer on a left back hurts, because if you're left footed, like if it was Tinker there, he would either run with it or try and wrap it with his left and keep it in for McCaskill to chase.
Yeah, definitely.
Down the line here, we just down, but well won there. And cleared away, but Maltby are just going to head that back into the dangerous area. Gone over the top there of
Fell
Baker.
to Sennett Nielsen here.
Looking for the turn, like trying to stop him turning. So a little nibble there, but it's going to pass it all the way back here to Rippon. Good well from McCaskill, who's thought he slipped there, McCaskill. Ball going in, but then cleared out, slice clearance, and Maltby putting all the pressure in at the end.
For Maltby.
For my count, the 4 minutes of added time should be over at this point, but we will obviously carry on for the corner. And it's one corner to continue with. Could well be penalty kicks here. What? And the rain is pouring down even more. I don't know what happens if they think it's not suitable for a penalty shootout.
I don't want to come back up here midweek.
Ball going, it's a good looking one. It's gone over everyone, but
well
still to get the
from
first
Ingy there. He's come out and punched.
And here it's full time.
And it's gone to penalties.
It's penalties, right. Penalty kicks now. So we are going straight to penalties. So the question is, Ben, you've been in penalty shootouts. You've taken them. You've saved them. You've let them in. What is your tip to the Stocksbridge players right now?
For me, a tip to Ingy is it's a no-lose position for Ingy. He's stood there. He doesn't need to be downbeat if any go in. He's just there. He's just got to make a decision, make a strong decision, and go with his gut feeling. And for taking it, just hit the target. It's my pet hate when I see players not hitting the target and doing a slow run up like they see in the World Cup or in the Premier League. I don't like it. Just strike through and hit the target. That is the most important thing. And just don't give the keeper a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously the last penalty shootout was a 4-3 one against Swallow Nest. The winning penalty was actually taken by Elliot Murray that day, who was on his first game back from injury.
It's going to be a tough one to take here if you're taking a penalty.
Yeah.
Just due to the weather, the pitch has gone a little bit more slippy, and you would rather favour the keeper here because to open your body up, it's going to be too obvious, and to change your mind last minute, there's a risk of slipping. So I favour the keepers here.
Well, obviously, just as some stats, if you take the penalties first, you are statistically more likely to win. Is one of the stats that's out there, and it'll be an interesting one here. Just also interesting, the last time Stocksbridge went out on penalties in the Sheffield Senior Cup was against Frickley. The man in goal that day was not a goalkeeper. It was actually a very similar situation today, as it was Jacob Carney and Ed Hall were the goalkeepers that Stocksbridge contracted. Carney had been called back by Man United, who was on loan from, and Ed Hall was injured. So Liam McFadden went in goal that day.
What a goalkeeper, by the way. What a goalkeeper.
The fact he went to penalties with Liam McFadden in goal is actually, I think, something he can claim some good credit for.
Yeah. I know Fads well. He's a great lad and a good defender, but an even better goalkeeper. He's brilliant.
Yeah. That's been something we've not had to find out yet at Stocksbridge, is when we don't have someone on the bench for goalkeeper who goes in. Well, they're being summoned here. The team talk's lasted a while, so I'm trying to think of takers. We've seen obviously quite a few of these guys take penalties before.
Lewis takes one for me.
He's never been on the field for a shootout, so this is the first time, so I'd say so, yeah.
Lewis takes one, Luke Rawson, Iffy.
Rawson took one.
I think Elliot Murray as well, and I think
Thomas Poole did miss one against Ossett, but he might feel confident again. He wasn't on the pitch.
Tuck is one of them. He'll never turn it down, and he will put his hand up and take one if needed, and I think he will be part of the 5.
So we're going to the outgang lane end of the Maltby Lane. That's downhill, because there's Maltby Lane. If you've never been here to Muglet Lane, it's on a slight slope.
Only slightly, Adam.
Look, if you've been to Hallam, you know you call this slight. And it's Maltby who will get the first penalty, it seems. It is Aaron Sennett Nielsen who is going to take it, so Maltby get the first penalty. We won't be keeping track of this penalty shootout on the thing, by the way, because it's too much to do. We will be doing it by the scoreline.
Come on, Ingy.
So, Ingy, I didn't look up any cup competitions to see if he was in a shootout there. Who's done a great job today, and he could cap it off by being a hero in a shootout today.
Absolutely, yeah. I do think he's got a save in him here.
So it's Sennett Nielsen who steps up, a few strides back to the edge of the area. The man who's already scored once today. Steps up, waits as the rain pours down on our stand here. Just a slight drizzle, whistle goes, runs up, slow run up from Sennett Nielsen, takes it, sends Ingram the wrong way, and it's 1-0 Maltby Main in the shootout. Ifya Thebu steps up for Stocksbridge.
Ingy's made his decision early there and committed, which is brilliant. But unfortunately, he's just gone the wrong way. He just needs to hold off just a little bit.
Ifya Thebu has taken 3 penalties for Stocksbridge, including shootouts. All have gone in. Please let it be.
Hopefully not a commentator's curse there.
I just seen Dave give me the biggest look of my life. You could tell he's a teacher.
Sometimes I don't know why commentators say things like that, Dave, do you?
Because it's useful information for the listener. Ifya Thebu, it's a slow, stuttering run-up, the sort you were moaning about, takes it, and it is saved, and it is a commentator's curse on that occasion. Maltby Main have the advantage. It's a great save from Dylan Parkin, though.
It's like I was saying just before the penalties, the slow run-ups just aren't for me. Just run up to it and hit the ball with confidence. And
it's Bagley who's coming up to take this one for Maltby. Saw him definitely have a big influence on the game towards the end.
If he'll be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, he's taken some really good penalties so far as well, so he will be.
I think when you run up slow like that and on this pitch and these conditions, I think there's a big risk of slipping, and I think that played on his mind there.
Stocksbridge have missed both opening penalties from last 2 shootouts. Taken right down the middle there from Bagley. It's 2-0 Maltby Main.
Ingy's gone the right way. It's just off centre. He's gone the right way, but he's hit it with so much pace. He didn't have a chance, and that's what I'm about. Run up and just hit the ball.
It is Lewis McCaskill here, stepping up here for Stocksbridge. Never taken a penalty for the Steels. Has been off the field both times we've had the last 2 shootouts. 3rd shootout of the season for the Steels. This is kind of insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's interesting to see. Here comes a quick one, quick run up, taken. Sends Parkin the wrong way. McCaskill gets one back. It's 2-1 Maltby Main in the shootout. Next up, Jordan Lonshaw, the former Sheffield Wednesday Academy product. Man, you know from Handsworth.
Yeah,
where's he taking it?
He does smash him. He does normally smash him.
Right, so it's just when we're hoping that he gets his old technique all wrong and it goes over.
Ingy needs to play some mind games here and get into his head. He's just standing with his hands on his knees at the moment, but he's got this one. Come on, Ingy.
Here comes Lonshaw. He goes to the edge of the box. Gets the whistle. He's taking his time over it. Here comes a quick run up, smashing it. It sends it wide. It remains 2-1
and he's lost his foot in there. Unlucky from Jord.
I believe, kind of see the number. I can't tell in the rain. I think it's Luke Rawson heading up.
Yeah, Luke Rawson heading up.
I know exactly where this penalty is going.
Jordan Lonshaw will be disappointed with that. He's technically absolutely brilliant, but unfortunate it happens and he moves on.
So Luke Rawson, who did take a penalty in the last shootout against Swallow Nest, and he netted that one. Takes up, strides back. Very short run up it's going to be from Rawson here. Takes it, smashes it, bottom corner. It's 2-2.
Keeper's gone the right way, and it's too far in the corner to get there. A good penalty from Luke. I think the short run up was down to not wanting to slip, running up to the penalty, because the rain is coming down absolutely horrendous here.
Yeah, Rippon the next. You are right. He's come on for the penalties. Rippon. We've seen this not work a few times.
With England as well. Hopefully it's a second.
Long run up from Rippon, taking it quickly. But it's a really good one in the bottom corner.
Similar to Luke Rawson there, same way. Ingy's gone the same way, and it's too far in the corner. Unlucky.
So
Took a Poole now.
3-2 to Maltby. Thomas Poole, as Ben just said, is coming up. They did miss his penalty against Ossett.
Gonna sit down for this one.
Oh, I can't sit down. To be honest, I can barely watch these half the time. But now I have to. Poole here is going to step up, looking to reverse that missed penalty at Ossett. Here comes a run up, takes it, sends it one way, strong penalty.
No
it is
chance of that
free.
Brilliant from Tucker Poole.
Next up is Tracy. All three substitutes from Maltby have taken penalties in this game now. Just let you know, we are, I think, nearing our record listenership now. 42 people listening. Thank you very much. Tracy, yeah, because of Ben. Only Ashington did that, and that's because all the mad Ashington fans, they were something. You'd have enjoyed having a fight with them. Tracy here will step up. A bit more movement from him in the line.
Come on, Ingy.
Takes it. Oh, he almost reaches it.
Again, but it's a great penalty.
And now it goes to Curtis Turner. 100th appearance. If Curtis Turner misses, Stocksbridge are out of the Sheffield Senior Cup, and this is why I always like to take the penalty first. And I think this is why the stats show that is the better way to take it. Turner did miss his penalty against Answorth. Not Answorth. Takes it. It's in the bottom corner. I thought he had it parking there.
A lot of players have gone down to the keeper's right and hit the side netting and left the keepers absolutely no chance here. They keep going across the body and they've been brilliant penalties so far. Welcome
to sudden death. Haydock is the man for Maltby, and this is where you get to the guys who were not expecting to take penalties. It was on this set that Stocksbridge won against Swallow Nest in the shootout.
Come on, Ingy.
Here we go, waiting for... Take it. Takes it left, and everyone's going down, ticking it to the left, and it's scored again. It's 5-4, and it's Jordan Lemon here who's heading up, and that's... he missed against Ossett, and he is carrying a bit of a knock, so it is I will admit, as much as I love Jordan, a bit of a concern watching him step up.
Come on, Jordan.
Jordan Lemon's last one, he went over the bar this one, so hopefully he'll keep that one below.
He's got a strong mindset, Jordan. Hopefully,
he does. He's a sort of mindset for a penalty shootout. You can easily see why he's picked. Long run up from Lemon. Shoots it down the middle. It's 5-5. We're going to the 7th penalty here. It is Almond taking it, who could send the fans nuts here. That one was for Graham, because he appreciates the puns like that. I don't think even I said Almond could send the fans nuts here. There you go. This is how I get my 10p my pints paid for me at the bar, is by slipping in jokes like that.
And it's just gone down to 25 listeners.
Almond here to take the shoe. Runs up, takes it, sends keeper the wrong way. It's 6-5 now in the shootout.
Good penalty again.
And they're all quality of penalties has been. It's Bailey Baker stepping up now. We've never seen him take a penalty before, and I've noticed Parkin has started some of the mind games by coming a bit out of his line.
As a keeper, you've just got to try everything in these situations. You saw it with Emi Martinez in the World Cup, and it worked for him. We just need to be a bit confident and play
Here
a couple
comes
more
Baker.
games.
Runs up to shoots. Well saved, Maltby go through. It's an heartbreaker for Bailey there.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that, but we'll get round him and we'll regroup and we'll go again and focus on the playoffs now. And it's disappointing, and it's like I say, the bogey team continues.
It's a crushing defeat on penalties today. 6-5 in the end. Well saved that one. It was a good penalty from Bailey Baker. It was looking like going to corner, but I think Parkins just read it really well.
I think a lot of the penalties which have gone to the keeper's right. I think Dylan's gambled in the net for Maltby, and he's moved a little bit quicker to make sure he gets all the way across, and that's what he's done. He's gambled in sudden death, and it's paid off.
Yeah, it's a tough defeat today here. 6-5 on penalties after a 1-1. I'd like to thank you, Ben, for joining me today on the commentary.
No problem. I'm glad we've got a record listener.
Second, I think it is today. So thank you very much, and we will see you on Saturday for the match against, I believe it's Carlton Town.
Carlton Town, yeah.
You're back in the net for that one.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank you. See you later.